Hi, I'm Tlish and you're watching Coffee and Clicks. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe, and click on the link tree found in the description of this video for links to my media content. Enjoy, and don't forget, wake up and smell the clicks. Hi, I'm Tlish and you're watching Coffee and Clicks. Today we are doing a Wonder Woman 80th anniversary DC HeroClix set review, and we are joined by some members of Secret Invasion, Colin Bell, Nick Streif, and Matthew Ventura. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So they're going to be joining me while we review every figure from the set, other than one, because one has not been previewed yet, the Super Rare Prime Wonder Woman. But other than that, I believe on Clicks Nexus we have every single figure. So we're going to be going through, and you know, if you haven't heard of Clicks Nexus, go check it out. And so we'll start with the comments. But first, let me go over the grading scale for today's set review. On Coffee and Clicks. It is a coffee-based grading scale. We're going to start with a triple espresso, which is the number 3. It goes from 0, 1, 2, and 3. A triple espresso, or a 3, is the best figures, the meta figures, and those are going to be considered 3s. A 2 or a double espresso would be a impressive figure, a fun figure, maybe a casual figure that's pretty good, or a really strong figure in sealed. So that would be a 2. A 1 or a single espresso would be not really impressive figure at all, something that we don't care for. And 0 would be the absolute worst. That would be an herbal tea. Okay, so we're not a fan of tea here at Coffee and Clicks. I'm just kidding. If you drink tea, I do not discriminate. If you drink tea or coffee, whatever beverage you choose to drink, that's totally fine. But for the purposes of this set review, a 0 is the herbal tea. Okay. So let's go through. Let's start and let's look at the different figures. So let's start with Wonder Woman 001. This is a common. So we're starting with commons now. And this is Wonder Woman 001. She's 75 points. She has charge on her first click, combat reflexes, and a damage power. Her damage power says, "With me, my Amazon sisters, leadership. When Wonder Woman uses it and succeeds, you may instead generate a 004 Amazon warrior on click number 1. She also has 2 traits. She has the shifting focus trait where she can shift into other Wonder Woman. For those of you who don't know what shifting focus is, it's free. This is a commonly found trait on many figures and across many different sets. Shifting focus Wonder Woman, free. If Wonder Woman began your turn on the map, replace her with another character with this trait. When Wonder Woman uses shifting focus Wonder Woman while equipped, this is something new, but it says when Wonder Woman uses shifting focus, Wonder Woman, while equipped with a Wonder Woman equipment, remove that object from the game and don't score it instead of unequipping it. So that's something that's particular to this set and Wonder Woman that start equipped with different items. And that leads me to the other trait, which is Princess of Themyscira. Wonder Woman may start this game with any Wonder Woman equipment equipped. So this is a shifting focus Wonder Woman. What do you think of this What do you guys think of this? What would you rate it?
I can go first. I think this is probably the weakest of the 3 shifting focus, and that's saying something because I think this is a really strong piece. I mean, on its own, I would give it, I guess, 2, a double shot espresso. But when you factor in with the other shifting focus pieces, it's easy top tier for me.
Yeah, I agree. I love these shifting focus Wonder Woman. Wonder Women?
Yeah,
Shifting focus Wonder Woman.
Women.
I do think this is the one. Sorry, Nick.
Oh no, I think they're all awesome.
I think this is the one you use the least out of them, though, don't you? I mean, we'll get to the other ones later, the rare and the super rare. But I mean,
yeah, I think maybe
need the close the leadership, but you're probably packing leadership somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or you need a close combat defense or something.
I think like the chance to roll a leadership on your first turn, I guess, and generate a free piece is nice.
A free piece that can be scored.
Yeah, it can be scored.
Yeah, that's true. It's 20 points. Yeah. So yeah, this is probably the one you use the least.
But also, I mean, keep in mind the equipment. We haven't seen all the equipment yet, but the Wonder Woman equipment. There's one that gives protected outwit to the Wonder Woman team ability of super senses, so it gives it protected outwit. If she's using that, there's another one that gives her invulnerability, and that she can't be damaged off of a range attacks on her. No, she can't be damaged. We'll have to take a look at it, but I believe it's her first. If she's on her first click, she can only take 1 damage total.
Yep.
And then the Lasso is one of my favorites. I really like the Lasso, actually. It's
yeah, the Lasso's awesome.
The Lasso gives you free in cap, and if you have the Wonder Woman team ability, which most of these figures do, it also hits adjacent figures with the in cap, and it's free, so you can do it, and you can charge in, and then in cap. So that's really cool, and we'll take a look at those later. But
I think this one you're mostly going to if you're late dial, like click 5, 6, or 7, or 4, 5, or 6. 5, 6, or 7. When you've got the super senses, as a way of like trying to hang on to your 75-point piece, because the other 2 have I think regen and combat reflexes at the end of their dials. So this one, if you're about to pass over to your opponent's turn and you're up by just a few points, you don't want them to pick her off. This is the one you probably go to there. That 4 through 6 rollout.
So, Matthew, would you give this figure, would you give Wonder Woman, common Wonder Woman, a 0, 1, 2, or 3 on the grading scale?
Never nicking. The only difference between the other ones, note at least, is because she has the pass keyword. If you're going to put her on left area, you do with this one. Other than that, you use her, like they already said. So yeah, I mean, probably playable in builds, leadership, fire, and with the whole package though, equipment, all the other shifting focuses. Yeah, I think she's at least a double shot.
Okay, yeah, I think I would give it a 2 as well. I mean, definitely good and sealed. Definitely good as a shifting focus figure. Maybe not the first one you go to, but yeah, I mean, all the shifting focus figures in this set are really good. So let's take a look at the next figure. This is set number 2, Allied Soldier. So what do we think about Allied Soldier here? So the Allied Soldier's got running shot, and he's got enhancement, and he's 20 points with 10 attack, 16 defense, vanilla.
Yeah, I'd give him a 2 because he doesn't stand out, but there are teams that need this exact power set, and he's got it for cheap. Enhancement and running shot. So fine spot.
2 great powers to have in sealed too. So I think I'd agree with that.
Yeah. You agree, Matthew?
Yeah, agree again.
Yeah, so definitely, I think I agree with that. I would give it a 2 because enhancement is going to be really valuable, especially with the new rules coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a look at set number 3. German soldier. German soldier has vanilla speed and vanilla damage, power, like no powers on speed or damage, but he has attack of energy explosion with 9 attack, and he's got 17 defense with toughness. What do we think about German soldier?
I'm giving German soldier an herbal tea.
Oh yeah, I'm with you, Nick. Herbal tea all the way.
Giving him an herbal tea. I think if I pull this guy, I'm just gonna throw him in the trash can along with my the box for my booster.
Yeah, unless I'm trying to recreate some early 20th century European geopolitics, I'm not ever using this.
Yeah, I mean, like the Allied soldier and the German soldiers both can kind of come into play with like Ares, who I'm sure we'll talk about later. But this piece on its own is like what, like nine attack, like
yeah, it's 2021.
Who wants that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 4 clicks for 20 points.
That's
a word. I know. Not good.
It's crazy because it just like doesn't cut it anymore.
I mean, think about Molly Hayes. 5 more points, better stats, lived longer, never saw play.
I mean, like, I'm just thinking, like, sealed. 4 clicks for a tie-up.
Yeah.
It's something.
Yeah, if you have some bad sealed pulls, you could probably fit them onto a team.
Pulling low-costed pieces and sealed is good because they can like slide in at the end of your build. But
Molly Hayes was good in sealed because like you could like throw heavy objects and stuff like that and do cool stuff with her. But
yeah, she was awesome.
German soldier, I don't know, but you know what's interesting is that the first, other than that Wonder Woman, you have set numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all generics.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and they're
really
all
cool.
20 points too.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Wow.
Less wasted plastic for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on to Amazon Warrior, set number 4. She's got charge, combat reflexes. She has a Wonder Woman ally team ability. She's got 3 range, 20 points, 10 attack, 2 damage. She's a sidekick as well. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, well, okay, so she's a sidekick. What do you think about the Amazon Warrior?
I'm at a 1. I love that she has the rollout, you know, so people aren't going to want to hit her, but her stats just aren't there. 16 defense. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Is Herbal
that's
Tea
another.
0?
Herbal Tea is a 0, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're giving it a 0, Matthew?
Oh no, it's a 1.
It's a 1? Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with Matt. I'd give it a 1 just because it has move and attack.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think generics are inherently good just because they're generics. I mean, a lot of people love generics, but
Isn't there somebody that gives sidekicks like blades or something, or does does Minotaur just have blades?
No, I think it's Nubia or something like that. I think she gives sidekicks blades, which
so that's a
combo
thing.
well here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can
choose a friendly sidekick. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll hold off on talking about that piece. Sorry.
All right, so let's take a
sidestep away from her. Exactly enough range to still shoot you. It's like not a 0, but
So then we have another Amazon warrior. This time it's Amazon of Dma Agent. She is kind of the opposite of Amazon warrior. Instead of a charge piece, she's a running shot piece with 16 defense ESD, 2 damage, 10 attack, Wonder Woman ally team ability for 20 points. She's also a sidekick. What do we think about the range version here? Amazon of Dma Agent.
It's kind of the same deal. 1.5 because running shot's a little better. Running shot 5 range is a little better than charge. Well, maybe a lot better, but and I give it 1.5.
Yeah, I'm at a 1 still. I like the rollout, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. So do you guys like that the fact that there are a lot of generics in this set? Like if you were going to buy a booster or even like a brick or something, and you got. I don't know what the collation is going to be for the set, but I mean, I imagine people are going to be pulling a lot of generics. Do you like to pull generics, or are you kind of like, you think that would be taking up a slot that would normally go to a better character?
No, I like it. Like, even like the pieces that we're talking trash about, like the German soldier, I am more likely to play my third German soldier than I am my third like Corsair or Sunspot, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I like the
my
generics.
favorite generic, but
Yeah.
it's not like a thug or a guild agent or something. I like those a little.
Suited henchman.
Good attention. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool that like I think all of these can be generated by another figure in the set, which is cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you're like building like an Amazon theme team for fun, and you need a bunch of these like from outside the game to generate, like it'll be nice to have easy access to them.
Yeah, and it gives your polls a little bit more value too.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to the Dma Agent, which is another generic in this set. This one seems pretty cool. She's got 6 range with a police team ability. She's only 20 points. She's got stealth, 8 speed with stealth, 11 attack with incap, 17 defense with no defense power, 2 damage. She's 4 clicks long. She's also a sidekick. She's got the police and spy keywords. What are our thoughts on Dma Agent?
I'm gonna go for a 2 on this one. I think this is really good, like sealed filler. Stealth is good and sealed. Police team ability is good. Incap's good and sealed. Like controlling tempo and sealed can be like a huge deal. So I'm gonna give it a 2.
Yeah, this is probably. I mean, I see what Nick's saying, but I'm still more likely to play either of the running shot pieces in sealed over this one if I pull like one of those and this one or something. So I'm still at a 1. I'm probably not playing her unless I just need 20 points of filler at sealed.
I think it's dependent on a sealed team. Police could be pull a perplex, and you have some ranged. It could be a +1, +2, +3, basically. You know what I mean? Depending on how much range you have. So, and then it's also can become like a barrier if there's some hindering. Body block the team. I think, like Nick said, I would rather have a short and then super attack. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe part of it is like Incap just doesn't. I don't feel like it's wasting her 2 damage. Like on the other ones, the 2 damage is like, ugh. Like, gonna have a hard time hurting anything.
Yeah, no, a lot of these are, I mean, you're going to use them for tying people up. I mean, I guess with her, I mean, she's got the police team ability, so that helps out because you can have her adjacent to another character that's shooting. And she has a 6 range, and but I think there are a lot of other characters. Like if it's constructed, I'm definitely not using her because there are other figures that have police team ability if I need them that also do other things.
Yeah.
So, one or herbal for.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at the next one. This is also a generic Gorilla Knight. 20 points. This is set number 7. 20 points, 0 range. No team abilities at all, but he's got plenty of keywords: animal, brute, gorilla, city, and warrior. He has vanilla speed and vanilla attack with a 10 attack, 17 defense, toughness, 2 damage with close combat expert, which has been changed with the new rules. And also, he's a sidekick, and he moves through elevated. Or he improved movement elevated. So, what do we think about Gorilla Knight?
I'm at an herbal T on Gorilla Knight.
Yeah,
I want to like him, but
zero.
don't think I'm ever going to use this piece ever. Plus, I play Grodd for funsies.
Great sculpt, but yeah, I'm probably a 0. Just no move and attack just hurts so much.
No move and attack. No team ability, which a lot of the other ones have. Doesn't have stealth like that one. Yeah.
He's a better tie-up because he has 10. It's harder than say, the Allied soldier, but I'm sorry, the German soldier for sealed.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind these are figures that get generated because Gorilla Knight can be generated by I believe the Prime, right? The one of the primes. We'll take a look at it, but also the German soldier and the Allied soldier can both be generated by another figure. Well, also the Amazon warriors can be generated. Yes, a lot of these generics can be generated by other figures.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, and those other figures are pretty good. They're not like bad figures. So,
I agree.
So even though you might not want to play these on their own, you might want it might be beneficial to own them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Doesn't mean they're necessarily bad pulls.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so let's take a look at so I would give Gorilla Knight a 1 as well. I mean, let's take a look at Minotaur. So is Minotaur, I mean, would you say he's the best of the generics, or?
Yeah, I'd say probably the best. Yeah, Blades just he has a high ceiling with Blades for 20 points.
I actually think even better than his charge Blades is the fact that he moves through blocking and destroys blocking.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
For 20 points, that can be really, really cool.
Yeah. I'm probably never trying to play sidekicks, but if I am, this is the one. Like, this is the only piece out of all of them that I think has like actual potential to go win constructed events. And I don't really think it does, but if I had to, I would give this one a 2.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 2. Yeah, and also, I mean, and I'm going to mention this later, but I mean, what do you guys think about the animal keyword? Do you think the animal keyword is going to be a up-and-coming keyword, or because I know they just came out with High Evolutionary Prime in the last set, which was the Future Foundation set, and he is a perplex +2 perplex to animals, and he also gives animal keyworded teams 6 theme props instead of 3 with the new rules, which is huge.
Yeah, when you're playing, that is a lot. That's a lot of theme props.
Yeah, I love animal. I think it's amazing. Like, really, really good, but Latveria counters it hard.
Yeah,
because if you're playing an animal team, you're using lots of pieces. So you're gonna have more than them. They could either use Lord Doom to counter your maggots if you've got a couple maggots, or if you have like a lot of Wendigos, they could just use Doom all caps to give you only the 3 actions. So they could just make it really hard for you. And that team is so popular right now; it's hard to commit to playing animal.
Right, so
it's there, like you're saying, like it's there, but there is just a really popular, really strong counter to it. But any chance you get to play Spider Hammer Eye, I mean, I'm on board.
Let's see. Let's take a look at another figure. So we're done with the generics, at least the common ones. I don't know if there's any more generics, but we'll take a look at Circe. She's a common. This is common version of Circe. There are 2 Circes in the set. She has the Injustice League and Mystics team ability. She's 50 points. She's got 6 range. She's got 10 attack. She's flyer. She's got 10 attack with a special. 10 movement with a special. 10 attack with telekinesis. 18 defense and 3 damage with prob. She's the deity Injustice League, mystical, and ruler keywords. And her special for her speed power is mind control and stealth. So, thoughts on Circe?
2 or 3 in sealed. PK prob is like pretty insane, and Mystics is good in sealed, especially in a set without Invincible. Otherwise, one.
Yeah, I'm with Matt. Great and sealed because you need like TK is so strong and sealed, prob, mystics. But yeah, she's never seeing the board for me otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like all pretty much a must play in sealed, I think. Unless you pull the Superman we're gonna get to in a little bit. But yeah, TK prob, running shot. Or no, mind control and stealth. Yeah. And gets to outwit, since you can't really perplex damage anymore, she'll probably end up on outwit most games.
All right, let's take a look at or we're done with Circe. Let's go to Diana Prince, 35 points. She's set number 10. 9 movement with charge, 17 defense with combat reflexes, 2 damage with exploit weakness. She's got the Wonder Woman ally team ability, which if people don't know what that is, that's basically like the Skrulls team ability, only for super senses. So she gets to roll a super senses on a roll of a 6. Or if she already has super senses, then it increases her roll of super senses by 1. She has a secret identity trait, Wonder Woman. So when Diana Prince would be KO'd, you may instead replace her with a secret identity character with a listed name on click number 9. This game, when that replacement is KO'd, it scores this character's point plus an additional 25 points. Which is important because you don't actually, when she gets KO'd the first time, you don't actually score her right away. So if in a timed game, that's important because you might KO her and instead she gets replaced, and then if you don't KO her replacement, then you don't score her points at all. What are our thoughts on Diana Prince? Do you guys like her? She's also, I think she's like the 70s version of Diana Prince. She's got like bell bottoms on and stuff, so.
I'm a 1 on Diana Prince. She's just easy to ignore. If you get lucky and sealed and pull her secret identity, yeah, go for it. But otherwise, yes. I think Nick disagrees though.
Oh, I disagree. I love this piece. I love this piece. Obviously you can kind of ignore it, but I love the secret identity trait or like that mechanic. I think it's awesome. And that Wonder Woman that she shifts into, those secret identity clicks are like no joke. She comes out with a Wonder Woman equipment attached, charge, blades, super senses on a 4 through 6, or not charge, not blades, close combat expert, senses on a 4 through 6. Yeah, I love the secret identity that she shifts into. That being said, people are probably just going to run away from her a lot. So I'm going to say a 2.
I think she's a solid 2. I've come around. If you don't one-shot her, she has flurry, poison, a 6. And even when you do a KO her, switching into honestly a pretty yeah, I think honestly she's a pretty solid 2 and constructed. I would be annoyed if I.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm not sure if she would be like a meta and constructed, but she definitely is usable. She's definitely a fun figure, casual figure, for sure. I think she's good in sealed because she's an attacker that's hard to kill. I think, I noticed that this is the first secret identity figure that we've had, I believe, that isn't autonomous. So
yeah,
if she was autonomous, she'd definitely be a 3 for sure.
Yeah, she'd be very, very playable if she was a 3.
Yeah.
If she was autonomous.
And one thing that I think maybe actually playing games might come up more often than you think is like how the new rules you can multi-target close attacks. Yeah. So she has 2 targets and can like multi-target exploit weakness. Like that might come up more.
Stop the press is 1 damage.
Dude, that kills every retaliator in the game.
Yes, because if you have a 9 movement charge piece that's not autonomous, I'm going to group my retaliators up 5 squares away from you.
Yeah, it kills 2 Dark Phoenixes. It kills 2 Dark Phoenixes right there. She's the Dark Phoenix killer. So
you play her with a few 25-point Magnetos, and you just place Dark Phoenixes next to each other.
There you go. you just broke the game.
I'm all in on Diana Prince. Here we go.
Okay, all right.
Justice League.
The next figure, let's see what we got. We have, our next figure is Etta Candy. She is 25 points. She's a sidekick. She's got sidestep and close combat expert with a 16 defense vanilla and 10 attack vanilla. She's got the Wonder Woman ally team ability. She's got the Amazon and past keywords. And she has a trait that says, us girls gotta stick together. Power, if no other friendly character has been placed this turn, choose an opposing character that attacked a friendly character named Wonder Woman since your last turn. So it's a retail just against Wonder Woman attackers. Place Etta Candy such that she can make a close attack targeting that opposing character, then do so. And that'll be if it's a close attack, she's dealing 3 damage with 11 attack because of close combat expert. What do we think about Etta Candy? She's 25 points.
She's a 1 for me. She's okay. Like, her power should be a free, and then I would like her. Or if it's a power, it should do something more than just attack. It should, target everyone in adjacency or give people an action token or something like that. 16 naked defense. Probably get a lot of play in sealed because there's so many Wonder Women in this set. But yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, what do you think?
Good and sealed if you pull a Wonder Woman. You don't need to spend any actions moving her. Just go into battle with one Wonder Woman, her up the map.
One little thing that I think is like smart that they did is it's just if somebody attacked Wonder Woman, and since most of the Wonder Women have super senses on a 4 through 6, they can roll out, and Etta Candy can still go over and smash somebody's face in for 3 damage.
It's true.
But yeah, I think it's a cool piece.
Yeah, I mean she's a cool piece. I think she's more fun and niche than anything, in my opinion. I feel like she's like her trait is very specifically thematic. I feel like it's very flavorful. You know what I mean? I mean, she's protecting Wonder Woman, so I think that's like a fun use of her trait. So I mean, I guess I'd give her a 2 or a 1 or a 2, maybe depending on if she's being played in sealed. Well, let's take a look at Sergeant Steele. And he has 2 point lines. He's got a 60-point line and a 40-point line. We'll just take a look at his 60-point line for now. He's got the police team ability, 6 range, 60 points, range, running shot, leadership, ESD, detective, police, and spy, keywords, and he has a trait. He's a captain, and so we're seeing captains and sidekicks again. So he's a captain, and he says, free, choose a friendly sidekick. That character has police team ability this turn.
Yeah. 60 points and 8 clicks is insane. But I'm giving him a single shot.
Yeah, this dial looks like 2009. It's long. It doesn't do anything that I care about. Herbal tea.
Anything. It
Yeah,
just makes me annoyed. I wish he had 6 clicks. Did anything else.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the kind of piece that you pull and like in sealed and like have to play it, and you hate it. You hate that you had to play it. It's like 60 points and leadership, and it was the best piece you pulled.
With PD, it's the opponent's defense goes down. That's how that works.
Yeah.
If you pull a sidekick with him, he has PD, and then the sidekick, basically negating someone's like energy.
Yeah.
So, it's still.
Yeah. He'd go well with like an allied soldier with the enhancement and giving him PD.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 5 points less than Franklin Richards.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, all right. So let's take a look at. So after Sergeant Steele, we have the Cheetah. Common, 50 points, set number 13, 0 range, in Justice League, team ability, lots of keywords: Animal, Godwatch, Injustice League, Legion of Doom, Scientist, Secret Society of Supervillains. I'm actually very glad that they're giving figures with Injustice League. They're giving out a lot of Legion of Doom keyword as well, because like I'm always looking for like a Lex Luthor that has both on there. Like if I'm building like a Legion of Doom team. But okay, so we have Cheetah here, and she's got 11 movement with charge, 11 attack with blades, claws, fangs, 18 defense with super senses, and 2 damage, and she has improved movement, elevated. What do we think?
I'm glad you brought up the keywords, because I think the same thing. She's got cool keywords that DC fans are going to be happy about.
Yeah, for sure.
It annoys me that they gave her double bolts to multi-target close attack, but they gave her only power. She has this like blades that can only be used on single targets.
Can it?
Yeah, yeah, it's only single target.
Oh,
I just wish she had like exploit loaded top tile.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
Or at least 3 damage.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is a little bit disappointing, this Cheetah. I think I would give her a 1, only because, I mean, well, no, maybe a 2, because like in sealed, charge blades is always good. With 11 attack, that's always good. But like, if you compare this Cheetah to the 50-point Cheetah from Justice League Unlimited, which was also a common, that I think she said that you could re-roll a D6 from the blades, or re-roll a D6 from the super senses. I mean, she has almost the exact same dial, only with that ability. So I feel like the Justice League one is just better. I'm not sure.
And has the Justice League trait.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at like a 1 on this one too. I mean, like, again, like we're talking about sealed a lot, which makes sense because we're in the commons, right? That's like mostly what you're gonna get when you're playing sealed. Like she's like a borderline play. Like I would play her and not be like upset about it, if I had to. Because yeah, blades can, like a good blades roll can kind of change a sealed game when things are clunky and not really optimized.
Yeah, I think, yeah, for sure. Charge and blades is good in sealed because of that reason. It's so swingy. Like if you roll a 6 on blades, you know, you land that shot. You know, that could be really crucial. But otherwise, you know, definitely not in constructed, and because there's better options. I mean, we'll see better options in this set for charge blades. I mean, there's lots of charge blades in this set. So
yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at Huntress. And here's another one that also has a JLU version from the Justice League Unlimited set. I mean, we're just taking a look at this set right now, so we don't have to compare the figures. But so this Huntress is 4 range with 2 targets. And don't forget that you can use the 2 targets in close attacks as well. That was a good point. She's got the Batman ally team ability. She's 45 points, 10 movement with charge, 17 defense with combat reflexes. Batman family, Birds of Prey, Gotham City, and martial artist keywords. She's a sidekick, and nothing else really special about her. Although being a sidekick really does help her out if you're playing captains, because you can give her things like blades and things like that. What do we think about this Huntress?
I don't know why she even exists. Pass.
Yeah.
Like she's.
Yeah, I like her less than Cheetah.
She doesn't seem to fit in. Is Huntress like fit into a Wonder Woman set, or like
I don't know. I was thinking about that. I'm wondering if it's just like because they do have kind of like a female theme in this set too, with like Etta Candy and stuff like that. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe they wanted a sidekick to go with Batman, and there was no Robin in the set, so they did Huntress. I don't know.
Yeah, so
kind of random.
She's holding a crossbow in the sculpt, but it must be pretty shitty because she can only shoot 4 squares. So
She really should. If she had in cap her first 3 clicks where she had charge, I would like her way more because that would make her dual targets make more sense. She could like in cap one and do her 3 damage to the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I hate to compare across sets, but like I think the Huntress, especially with the new rules and the changes to the new rules, the Huntress from the Justice League Unlimited set is, I mean, it really benefited from those new rules and is a fun piece because you can like switch back and forth between dials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, that team's not great. That piece isn't amazing either, but at least it's fun. This is just boring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a look
Simple for the new players.
Yeah, this is really simple. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice word.
Let's take a look at Batman, 60-point Batman. Now, there's been a lot of iterations of Batman. There's also a 40-point version of this Batman. So here's a 60-point and a 40-point. He is one of the 8-click-long captains that are 60 points. That's kind of like a sub-theme. But, you know, Batman should be a captain. He's Batman. But, I mean, there's been so many different Batmans. I mean, and there's been, like, an argument of, you know, which ones are better than other ones and, like, what's the best representation of Batman. So this Batman in particular has 5 range with 2 targets. Batman ally and Wonder Woman ally team abilities. So that's a sub-theme in this set as well because the entire Trinity, as it's represented in this set, all have the Wonder Woman ally team ability, which gives them super senses on a 6. And also increases their roll of super senses if they already have it. He's got basically stealth and super senses with those 2 team abilities. He's got sidestep, smoke cloud, super senses. So that means he succeeds on his super senses on a 4 through 6, and he's got 3 damage. He moves through elevated. He has a trait. Some friendly sidekicks can use stealth. That's just it's blanketed all sidekicks. That's kind of cool. And then if you want to play him on your sideline, you can play him on your sideline. And if you play him on your sideline, friendly captains and sidekicks modify attack +1 when attacking +1 characters with the Justice League keyword. I really love that trait because, and it says a file on everyone just in case. That's like the, what was it? The series, the Legion of Doom, Justice League Doom, where Batman keeps a file on every member of the Justice League just in case.
Yeah.
And he knows that everybody's weakness, and they all get mad at him when they find out.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, what do we think about Batman?
It's disappointing.
Not my favorite.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I will say that, you know, WizKids has dozens and dozens of Batmen. So every time they do one that's not exactly identical to previous ones, it's kind of neat. And at least this guy's got, like, you know, senses and the Wonder Woman team ability. So at least it's a unique Batman, if not a great Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only thing...
Steele, no one's going to want to kill him. Sorry.
Yeah. Like, why even try?
Yeah, stealth and a 4 through 6 rollout, like,
yeah,
will probably be top dial the whole game.
He gives Huntress stealth, right?
Which she already has, so it makes no sense. Oh yeah,
she's Batman.
You get adjacent to him,
yeah,
with his senses.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it's just like kind of a disappointing Batman.
Okay, so
yeah,
just Huntress out of the set. Did a Bruce Wayne at Secret Identities into this.
That would be cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Then I'd like it more.
Yeah.
So what number scale, what would you give this? How many espressos?
1.
Single shot.
1.
Just looking for a little pick me up.
I would give it a 2 because I think it's just more. It's like a fun piece, but I don't know. I mean, I don't love the smoke cloud top dial. Like I just don't love smoke cloud unless it's free. Unless it's free smoke cloud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at Superman. Oh, and don't forget, Batman can be played at 40 points, which, you know, if you need to give all your sidekicks stealth for cheap, you know, you can do that. So let's take a look at that. The next one is a whopper. This is another Trinity. With the Wonder Woman ally team ability, it is Superman, and we will look at his 275-point dial. He also has a 125 point dial, but who needs that?
Exactly.
Yeah, screw that.
So set number 16, Superman common. He's 275 points, 6 range, single target, Superman ally and Wonder Woman ally team abilities. He's got 15 speed with charge. It's funny just saying this. 12 attack, 19 defense with impervious, super senses, and protect. And that power is protected outwit. That whole special power is protected outwit. So you can't outwit impervious or his super senses on that particular click. He moves through blocking, and he has a trait, free, choose a friendly sidekick. That character can use invulnerability until the end of your next turn. So he is a captain. Close combat expert, just with the new rules, if he charges, he's got a 15 speed, so he can charge half that rounded up, so
8 squares.
8 squares, and then he gets it, and then that close combat expert combos with charge, so he's getting a 13 attack for 6 damage.
And you can bring an object.
Nuts.
Well, yeah, you can bring a light object. You can't bring a heavy because, unfortunately, this Superman does not have super strength.
Huh.
That's true.
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
It's benched.
Oh, it is benched.
So,
We'll give him 15 movements.
yeah, so, you guys, obviously we like the Superman, but what do you think about him?
Yeah, and sealed, I'm playing at 275 every time.
Pretty much. I mean, if you pull a theme, probably 275.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a double shot for me all the way. I love this piece. Like, I'll play him in sealed, like they said. I'll play him at home in any match I play over 400 points for like the next year. He's awesome.
Yeah,
he's definitely a double shot. I would not make him meta. I don't think he's a meta piece at all, but for sure he's fun. Sealed bomb for sure. Matt, what were you saying about him?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think actually he wouldn't actually far off. I mean, his range is a little short. One click of 19, not great for one-man army. It's not that far off. Like, if he had another click or two of 19, if he had like 8 range, if he had that special defense click, stacked a little more off center, or he had a stop click or something. Like, it's not that far off. But
I'm with you, Matt. The thing that holds it back for me is the impervious, not the invincible top dial. So he's like, one psychic, like 1 super senses away from a psychic blast, just kind of taking him to sidestep.
Yeah, no. I know, but I mean, I still want to put Doc Arc.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the arms on him. Blurry for 6 damage. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well now that's you can't do that in modern very soon because that will be rotated out. But
Yeah.
Silver Age.
Yeah, Silver Age.
Oh, Mjolnir.
Yeah, with Martian Manhunter.
Oh, Mjolnir would be sweet.
Oh, Mjolnir, he's got 6 range. He's got 6 range, yes.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. All right, I know what I'm running the Clicks Cup.
But you still put the arms on him. Martian Man.
Yeah, Martian Manhunter, you're right.
Move him 8 squares.
Yeah. And
Wow,
charge another
yeah.
8.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's take a look at so that Superman, that was set number 16, and that is all of the commons. So we've looked at all of the commons in the DC HeroClix Wonder Woman 80th anniversary set, and now we are going to move on to the uncommons. So let's take a look at the uncommons, and we'll take a look at the first figure from the uncommons is set number 17, Wonder Woman. She's 50 points, and she has the Wonder Woman ally team ability. I believe this is the one that Nick was talking about before that has the secret. She's a secret identity figure. So even though she has a part of her dial that is normal, but if you're going from Diana Prince into her, she starts on click 9. If you KO Diana Prince and then she turns into Wonder Woman, she starts on click 9. But both dials are really good. She has 4 range with a single target, 50 points, 10 charge, 18 toughness, 3 damage with close combat expert. So that's really a 12-4 when she's charging. And she starts with equipment. You can start her with any equipment, Wonder Woman equipment equipped. But she gets if she happens to start with the Lasso of Truth, when she incaps, all hit targets can't use damage powers until your next turn, which is pretty insane. That's pretty good. What do you think about this uncommon Wonder Woman?
I love this piece. This is like the Wonder Woman that I picture in my head when I read comics or watch Justice League Unlimited animated series. Like this is this dial perfectly captures her for me. Like as far as like meta plays go, I don't know. She's borderline, if that. There's so many good Wonder Women. There's so many good Justice League pieces. I don't know if I'm ever playing her. But just from like a accurately captures the character standpoint, I love this piece. Like she does everything Wonder Woman should.
Okay. Nick?
Yeah, I'd give her a double shot. I mean, mostly because she comes in as the secret identity. But I just like her equipped, top dial, like charge, 12 attack, 4 damage with the lasso, and then she can token up people. Like, it's a lot. Like, there's a lot of value there for 50 points. And yeah, like Colin said, maybe borderline in competitive play. Probably not, though. I think there's just like better Wonder Woman options, like you said. But yeah, cool piece. I think they did a good job, like across the board, on a lot of these Wonder Woman pieces.
Okay, Matthew.
It's kind of a 1 to me. I just like the shifting focus so much more. This charge. I think of Wonder Woman. Next speed. They have it. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. I think for me, I would give it a 2. I think it's a fun piece. I do like the secret identity aspect of it, but I also agree with Matt that I like shifting focus a little bit better. But the fact that she has that in-cap power that can turn off damage powers, and don't forget she can do that with multiple targets because. I mean, we'll see with the equipment when we get to the equipment, but
yeah.
her equipment is the Lasso of Truth, because she has the Wonder Woman team ability. When she incaps for free, she also hits adjacent characters with the incap, and then once she's incapping all of them, she's turning off their damage powers because of her trait. So that can be very disruptive.
That's honestly a really good point because her thing says all hit targets, not a hit target, lose their damage powers.
Yeah.
You needed to extend your Alpha Strike. We didn't need to charge with it. You could just move her 10 and then do it 4 squares away.
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can even just carry her.
Or carry her, yeah.
Yeah, you can carry her up and then free incap everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, let's see. The next figure is another version of Diana Prince. She is set number 18, 45 points. She's got stealth, incap, invulnerability, 3 damage with a special. She's got improved targeting, hindering. She's Amazon police and spy keywords. She's got the police team ability and the Wonder Woman ally team ability. 6 range. She has a secret identity. Also, she can turn into that Wonder Woman that we just looked at. And she also has a damage power, contain the target, leadership, when she uses it and succeeds, she can generate a Dma Agent, which is one of the figures we already looked at. So, and she can generate them not only in an adjacent square, but also in a square of hindering terrain within range and line of fire. So, which is kind of a cool little twist. What do we think about Diana Prince?
This is definitely the better Diana Prince to me. This one's a double shot for me. I love like what you pointed out about being able to generate the DMA agents in hindering terrain because they have stealth. That's pretty cool. She's got invulnerability plus the rollout, like 12 attack, leadership. She just does a lot. Improved targeting, hindering. Whereas the other one, like you just ignore it, and you don't care about it. This one actually does things that matter.
Matt, what do you think?
1.5. Solid.
Nick?
Oh yeah, just to double down on the other Diana Prince, I'm gonna give this one a herbal tea. No, I'm just kidding. This Diana Prince is good. I like the other one better. I don't know why. Probably because I saw it first. But this is like a good play in sealed. Improved targeting, hindering in sealed is very good. Leadership's very good. Especially in this set. There seems to be a decent amount of stealth in this set. Which I kind of didn't really expect or didn't notice before. Yeah, that improved targeting will probably come in handy a lot in a sealed game. Yeah, printed 12 attack on 45. Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna give it a double shot.
Double shot. Okay.
There's no common Diana Prince, but solid double shot.
All right. Next figure is Nubia. And Nubia is 60 points. She is a captain, so she has 8 clicks of life. She's 0 range, Wonder Woman ally team ability. She's got the Amazon ruler and warrior keywords. Her captain ability is that she can choose a friendly sidekick for free and give them Blades, Claws, Fangs. So this is what we were talking about earlier with the sidekicks, that she can give the ones with charge, she can give them blades. So, what do we think about Nubia?
Herbal tea.
Yeah.
You like her, Nick?
If it weren't for giving out blades to a sidekick, I would say herbal tea, but I'm gonna go for a single shot.
I'm at a single shot. I like her more than Sergeant Steele and Batman.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
To get her down dial, if she gets full energy, it's just a nightmare. That's even worse. To get through that 8 clicks, so
I don't know. One thing too is like you can play her at 40, and if you have a few, like if you're playing sealed and you have a couple sidekicks, like she can just kind of sit in the back and just hand out blades to whoever needs it.
Yeah, but to who? Yeah, that charging Amazon warrior is the only one.
The charge Amazon warrior.
If you both 2 of them and her in sealed.
Yep. There you go.
Well, I actually think, going back to what Nick said earlier about, like, she's going to be somebody that you pull and you have to play her, and then you're not happy that you have to play her. Because, yeah, I mean, she's 8 clicks long, and she's, like, a decent secondary attacker sometimes. Like, if you're playing sealed, because, I mean, she's got the charge. I mean, she's just a charge piece, I guess, for 60 points, 8 clicks. That's, I mean, if you have nothing better to play for 60 points, I guess, you know.
Yeah, or if she's like your only leadership, like you should probably just play it. Yeah. Solid
like, 1. Yeah, I'll put her at 1 too. So, all right, so let's take a look at Steve Trevor, another captain. He comes in at 60 or 40 as well, as all the captains do. Steve Trevor is set number 20. He's got 6 range, Wonder Woman ally team ability. He's got range. He's got running shot, 10 attack, 17 defense, super senses, 3 damage with a special power. I don't see. Okay, it says trait there, but that should be a special power. Calling in reinforcements, leadership. When Steve Trevor uses it and succeeds, you may instead generate a allied soldier on click 1. And he gives friendly sidekicks energy shield deflection. So, just blanketed ESD. What do we think?
Oh, 1. See, he's my favorite figure of the set that we've reviewed so far. I'm going to give him a triple shot. I think he's the first piece that has a chance in competitive. I mean, so you've got the long dial that you guys just gave the last person one because they had the long dial. You've got that long dial at 8 clicks, but not only that, he's got the 4 to 6 rollout, the leadership. The sidekick that he generates is one of the 2 that you actually give a crap about. His thing that he does to side clicks is universal. It's not like a free action that he chooses one like Nubia is, and it's actually a good power to give out. Like people like energy shield deflection is a big deal. It synergizes really well with the sidekick that he generates. I think it's a really solid package for 60 points.
And ignore
Giving it a 3?
and the sidekicks.
I do kind of agree with Colin. I mean, I think that maybe a 2 or a 3. He definitely has potential. I think if you're playing him on an Ares team, which we'll see, we'll see later, or if you're playing mission points with him, because Ares has an ability to like generate allied soldiers as well, and then that synergizes with him and generating mission points. We'll see that in a later figure. But I mean, overall, I mean, I'm not a big fan of any of the captains really, but like, I guess if you're gonna play one, I think this one is probably the best one. So I'd probably give it a 2.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a double shot for like the reasons you guys said. Like he's got a pretty solid kit. I mean, those allied soldiers have enhancement, so like, if he gets lucky, he could be like shooting for 5 damage because of them.
With a 10 attack.
Yeah, 10 attack. That's true.
Well, you can play him at 40 points too, right?
You could play him at 40, I guess. Yeah, the whole Ares thing. I guess he does pair well with Ares.
That's good.
I'm still a solid 2. I'm a solid 2 though. The 4 to 6 senses helps a lot.
Yeah, it does for me too.
Okay, next figure is Artemis. Here we have another captain. So lots of captains in this set. This Artemis is 60 points, charge, blades with 11 attack, 3 damage with exploit. So right there you have charge, blades, and exploit, which all combo together. She's got the Wonder Woman allied team ability. She does get super senses later on in her dial. So if you hit her onto those long clicks, she'll get 4 through 6 super senses. And she gives friendly sidekicks probability control, but only when they are targeted with a close attack. Okay, so Artemis, what do we think?
She's basically a better Cheetah. So Cheetah, you play and you're not happy about it. You play and you're like, all right, I got a really solid attacker here because the blades exploit, which saves you on those 1 or 2 blades rolls. At least you're still doing something. So yeah, and like she's a 1.5, really solid sealed play.
Yeah. If she had like her super senses clicks were opposite. Like she started with it and then finished with just a blank defense, it'd be like near a must play and sealed for sure. Well, maybe not for sure, but yeah, I mean Blades exploit combos. Now, did it always combo?
Yeah, Blades and exploit always comboed. Now you can Blades flurry exploit.
Yeah, flurry exploit never did. But yeah, Blades exploit good. I'd probably, if I pulled her, I'd probably try to play her at 40 in a sealed game. Anybody that gives out probability control in any situation is good. Or like that is good. Being able to reroll attacks at any point is good, even if you can only do it once a week. Better than never doing it. So.
Yeah, so I'd give her a 2 just because of sealed. I think. Matt, what did you say? You said a 1?
Yeah.
You don't. Why don't you? What do you think? Why?
I mean, yeah, I guess I would play him. I'm just. I know that this is all intent coming on a little more simplified. I'm just not like excited about anything. Probably once we start getting into the rares.
Yeah. Okay.
And actually, the next figure is probably my favorite.
All right. Let's take a look at the next one. Antiope. 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 I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but okay. So she is set number 22. She's also a captain. She's kind of like the reverse of what Artemis was. She is 60 points, 6 range, single target, 9 movement with running shot, ESD, 17 defense, 3 damage with enhancement. She's a captain. She gives sidekicks probability control, but only when they're targeted by range attacks. So it's kind of the polar opposite of Artemis. What are your feelings on Antiope or Antiope?
You say she was your favorite, Matt?
Yeah, out of the captains.
Oh wow. Okay, explain to me why, because I don't see it.
Because the whole dial just power stats. Running shot and so he is thing. It's just a better reach than any of the other ones. He's getting the first hit. Upping damage. Giving friendly sidekicks prob when they're targeted. You could use any sidekicks, like mostly thinking for keep them in front. Probbing any hits in case the other team somehow have more range or reach. And then late dial, she has sidestep to be able to break away. It's her pen. And it's the 50 rollout late dial. I just think she's the most solid package. Like, really good on moving up the map. The range and into the battle, the sidestep to be able to pick off and get penetrating damage. Hard to finish off.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. I'm still gonna go Steve Trevor though. That top dial 4 through 6 senses for me plus leadership, where he can generate his own sidekicks. You don't have to just build them main forced. Is what I like.
Yeah, but then you're also there. I don't know.
I mean, I see where you're coming from with the late dial sidestep, Pensai, 4 through 6 rollout. That is a cool combo. Like, she's going to hang around a lot of games and just not quite get finished off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and be able to do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not super excited by, like, a lot of the captains. Like,
Exactly.
They're cool. But yeah, they said they were going to make the dials straightforward and simple. Meant it.
Well, let's take a look at the next figure, which is Gorilla Grodd. Gorilla Grodd is 6 range with two targets. He's set number 23A because there is a Prime version of him. He's in Justice League team ability, 150 points. He also has a 75-point dial. At 150 points, he has 11 movement with running shot, 11 attack with incapacitate, 18 defense with mastermind, 4 damage with outwit, which is pretty hefty. He moves through elevated. He's got traded leadership and mind control, and so he can running shot mind control as well if he wants to. With his leadership, when he uses it and succeeds, you can also instead generate a Gorilla Knight on click 1, which we already looked at. He's got tons of keywords: Animal, Gorilla City, Injustice League, Legion of Doom, Ruler, Secret Society of Supervillains, keywords. He also has a trait that says, it's a unique modifier, if Gorilla Grodd is on a themed team with any of those keywords that are there, friendly characters with the animal keyword modify attack +1. That includes himself because he is an animal. What are your thoughts on Gorilla Grodd?
He's trying, but at the end of the day, 150 points mastermind or 75 points charge leaves me with, I mean, a single shot if I'm being generous. 150 points mastermind, I can't forgive it.
It is good. I would play it in sealed.
Yeah, the fact that he can generate his little Gorilla Knights and Mastermind to them is nice. That's expensive. 150 points is a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I would play it in sealed. I would play a couple of those captains all day with like a sidekick. It's like 140 points right there. 2 captains and a sidekick.
Not just shoot you for 4 damage with Gorilla Grodd.
10 clicks, the outwit, and I like his versatility with his traded mind control and then the on dial with dual. So if you want to like mind control the team, 2 people. Or just double. He has 11 speed, so that's like 6 movements. 12. He has a 12 square by himself to mind control 2 people, or in cap 2 people.
Yeah.
Then outwit something, and then you got to get through 10.
Actually, yeah, I think I might be a little more sold on it. Double target mind control is really good.
It's fine. Like. If I don't pull something better, I would play a 10-click dial.
Let me ask you something. I mean, even with that versatility, so, like, okay, let's say you were given the choice. I mean, I know it's situational, but do you find yourself most of the time just hitting for that 4 damage, or do you think you would actually use that running shot mind control?
So situational, but
yeah.
If I pull anything with the that's what I'm mind. I mean, mastermind. Any of those 4-click, a soldier or something within the toughness. But yeah, I mean, outwit with 4 damage is also good.
Yeah, I think
outwit is his redeeming quality, I think, in sealed. But I still don't play him. I don't think.
I'm just thinking back to like other sets and like other sealed kind of builds. If he had Psychic Blast on his top click, that's like must play. Like 11 attack, Psychic Blast, 4 damage, outwit. Like he doesn't have Psychic Blast, so I don't know why I'm saying it, but he's like almost there for sealed. I'd probably play him if I didn't pull any like a bomb.
Yeah, I would probably give him a 1.5 for me. Like, I think he's not great. He might be good in sealed, but like he's not great.
He is also very weak to outwit himself too. So
yeah, I don't think it's good, but if you don't.
Yeah,
we lost you, Matt.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, you're back.
I'd rather I'd rather pay. But not even. I'd rather pay 0.3 times. Troublemaker.
All right, let's take a look at the Prime version of him, which is Tuliphar. 40 points. Wonder Woman and ally team ability. 10 movement with charge. 17 defense with invulnerable. 3 damage with the special. He moves through elevated. He is a captain. He has a trait that says when establishing teams, characters on your force with the Gorilla City keyword gain the Amazon keyword, which seems pretty niche. There's another trait for a new cause. Friendly sidekicks can use sidestep. That seems pretty good.
That's good.
That's amazing.
And
the best power in the game.
And then damage power. Leadership, when Tuliphar uses it and it succeeds, you may instead generate a Gorilla Knight on click 1. So he also produces Gorilla Knights, and much more cost-effective than Gorilla Grodd. He's 40 points. So what do we think about Tuliphar?
So if you're going for like an all-in sidekick team, like, I don't know, with like Thing robots and stuff, he might make that team. Just because giving sidekicks sidestep is so good.
Sound good.
So he might make that team.
If there's not a better Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If you're doing that team, you're going off theme, and like, is he really the Prime you're gonna play? I think this guy's horrible. I'm a terrible T on this guy.
Yeah, he's a Prime. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, to make that sidestep thing worth it, you need so many sidekicks. That's what kills sidekick teams is make them good. You spend half your build on these leaders who do nothing else.
Yeah.
It's just sidestep at the end of the day.
It's probably pretty good in Seal if you pull some side movement. I don't know if there's. Oh, there's a giant, right? The big guy, is he a giant? Like the Minotaur?
Yeah.
No, he is not a giant.
Oh, never
I
mind.
mean, that is a good point, though, Matt. There's a realistic chance you pull like 4 sidekicks in sealed in your 2 boosters.
I mean, you could also. I mean, I find him fun and casual playable. I mean, if I'm playing an animal theme team, you know, like there's a lot of cool animal stuff out there now, and also with his leadership, he generates a Gorilla Knight, and he gives the Gorilla Knight sidestep. So he gives his own sidekicks sidestep. So and those Gorilla Knights, I think, had like close combat expert or something like that. So now you have you're giving them like a move and attack.
Yeah, that helps them a lot.
That's true.
All right, he's a 3. No, just kidding. I'd say 1.5. Probably makes a lot of sealed teams though.
Yeah, 1.5.
Purple T, not playing him sealed.
I hope that we play a seal game, Colin. I kick your ass with this piece.
This is the piece that I want the least in the whole set. If I pull him, I'm going to be freaking angry because it means it's my prime slot, and I'm never going to use it.
Yeah, actually, I agree with Colin, though. If I do pull this in a brick, I'm pretty bothered about my brick.
Yeah, that is very true.
Wait,
yeah,
I thought
unless
they
it's like a
weren't
Sky
doing...
Tyrant or a Scarab that goes with it.
I thought they weren't doing uncommon primes anymore.
There's no common prime in this set.
Oh, there's no common prime? Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is set number 24. She's got 50 points or 25 points. She is Underworld team ability, so she can carry people, and then she also has that share her keywords. And she's got lots of keywords because the Underworld team ability, you can carry figures that share a keyword. So she has the Amazon, Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld, and Scientist keywords. 3 of those keywords are pretty strong. Amazon, maybe not Gotham City Underworld as much, but it still is pretty strong. And Scientist is very strong right now. She's got the Wonder Woman ally team ability as well. She's got Charge, Quake, Toughness, and Prob on her low point dial, which is probably what I'd use her at. She has Sidestep, Combat Reflex, Close Combat Expert, Super Senses on a 4 through 6, and 10 attack with Quake. And she, when she misses all targets of an attack after resolutions, give each target a action token.
This is so good.
It's good.
Bad.
Yeah, this piece is an easy 3 for me. I think this piece is amazing. This is probably the first piece we've come to that I think is better in, or maybe Steve Trevor, that's better in constructed than in sealed. In sealed, she's like, yeah, you play her for prob because you play prob in sealed if you pull it always. But in constructed at 25 points, I think she's really, really good. You pointed out great keywords with Underworld. It's just awesome. Sidestep carry is awesome. 4 through 6 rollouts with good damage potential. Like for only 25 points, like she just has I love her for constructed. I think I'm going to play her at some point on a scientist team or something.
If you quake and miss,
give him tokens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She's an easy 3. She's one of those pieces that like you play her at 25 points and someone doesn't deal with it, like it's going to come back to bite them. If they don't just go ahead and kill her right away and at least half a turn on that 25 points, like she's going to get more than her points worth by the end of the game. And she can carry 2 Maxi Zeuses over to some elevated terrain.
No, that's less points than her to carry 2, remember? Underworld.
Oh, never mind.
Don't they?
Oh, they have to be.
Oh, well, if you play her at 50. Yeah. Play her at 50.
Yeah,
or 50, there you go.
Yeah, if you play her at 50, she can carry 2 smaller figures for sure. All right, let's take a look at Ferdinand.
No, but yeah,
she's very good. I agree. Harley Quinn. Excited to use her. Ferdinand is the next figure. He's kind of like a beefed up Minotaur. I'm not really familiar with the character that much, but he's 30 points. He's got the Wonder Woman ally team ability. He's got 10 movement with charge, 17 defense with toughness. Amazon, Brute, Monster, and Warrior. Keywords, I kind of wish he had Mystical too. I feel like the Minotaurs should have Mystical, but they don't. He has a trait, Power. Choose an adjacent friendly character and roll a d6. Heal that character equal to half the result.
High potential on with like. I would never put a healer. I put even have to roll for it. Well, you do, but what minimum back roll?
I never thought about. I was about to give him a 0, but yeah.
Really, I could say a 3. I think he's amazing.
Amazing. Definitely as good with
Onslaught. I mean, like auto healing, rollout, cheap. Like, I mean that power is just freaking great. I think.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's like free regeneration basically.
Yeah.
Like that used to be a feat back in the day that you put on every tent pole you played, and that's what he does. He regens for you, so you don't have to get an action token. You can still do something.
Yeah, I guess since I've been playing, like especially competitively, like healing any of your pieces hasn't really been part of the meta. It's not something I've ever done, and not something I've really played against. So when I guess like when I see it, it's not something that kind of catches my eye.
Well, I guess healing could play like I'm not sure how you could make it into like a meta type thing, but I mean healing off a stop click is always good. So like if you have like a temple or something.
Yep. Yeah, and this won't suffer the same like the -1 penalty. It's not support or regen.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm sold. 2 double shot.
That too.
I'm at a 3. I think he's great.
What do you have like a build in mind with him, or like?
I mean, no, not specifically.
A ton of potential.
I love like Matt said, Monster obviously, and Warrior has gotten really good, and with damage levels going down with like the nerfs to Perplex and stuff, and some longer dials, he's just gonna be really good. Like, and someone's got to choose. Like, okay, am I gonna go kill your 30-point healer, or am I gonna keep trying to kill the tent pole that he's trying to heal?
True, and I guess he can do it like every turn basically, unless he has to clear. But
well, it's too bad that Superman is not 270 points because he has the Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
Right.
If you don't do 4 damage to Ferdinand, he's got that 4 through 6 rollout.
I guess you got to play 2 Superman at 125.
Okay, next figure is Apollo, 100 points. Yeah, definitely simpler dials in this set. So he's got 8 clicks long. He's not a captain though. He's just a long dial. He's got cosmic energy, 7 range, sidestep, pensai, invulnerability, 4 damage with prob. He's a deity and a ruler. And he targets through elevated and hindering. Targeting through elevated. So what do we think about Apollo?
Not meta.
Yeah, not meta. Sealed, probably a must play. Prob, Cosmic Energy, gets outwit lay dial.
Yeah. I'm playing him in sealed.
If I don't pull TK, maybe not.
Really?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
He could carry some.
I guess those blade clicks do kind of stuff.
Yeah, if he had running shot, he'd be like a sealed bomb, pretty much. Improved targeting is sick though. Like that actually would help in sealed.
Okay, you know what?
Didn't have TK.
No, I take that back. I forgot about the fire could carry him. So I could 35 point, 50 point fire carry him now, at least so he's not token to bring him up. So that's actually
yeah.
That's a good point.
I mean, he's got the cosmic energy too, so he's the chance to untoken himself as well.
And yeah, okay. Probably must.
Yeah. I think you're playing him in sealed.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you pull something really good. Like I think he's definitely better than Grodd, but I know you guys liked Grodd, so we don't need to get back into that.
He's better than Grodd.
He's better than Grodd, and he's more cost efficient for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at Maxi Zeus. This was an odd choice for the set.
Triple shot.
All right, so he's got the Underworld team ability. He's 7 range, 45 points with sidestep, Pensai, barrier, and a special damage power leadership. And he instead he can generate a Minotaur on click 1. So he generates Minotaurs. And other than that, he's like he's barrier too, so that's kind of cool.
He's at least a double shot. He's good.
Yeah, I'm with Matt. He's a double shot.
I'd give him a double. When I hear the name Maxi Zeus, I just got excited. Definitely no Batman the Animated Series Maxi Zeus, but he's really good, and he makes the best sidekick.
Makes the best sidekick, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Minotaur's better than Thing Robot? Is Thing Robot just too hard to pull off with how many actions you need to take?
If I was gonna play one, it'd probably be Thing Robot.
Really?
I like Thing Robot a lot. I mean, basically, just because I was doing this in my recent Seal tournament, which I did horribly in, but you carry Thing Robot up, running shot carry, right, with somebody, and then I was using that Human Torch that has Pulse Wave.
Nice.
So that one works really well with him because you could running shot him up, carrying Thing Robot, and then Pulse Wave, but it doesn't hit Thing Robot because your friendlies get protected Pulse Wave. So then afterwards, when you carry him up, you can take a sidekick that's like sitting in the back somewhere and action him to make a free attack with Thing Robot when he's sitting adjacent to somebody. So you can like basically just carry him up and then get a free attack off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah.
That's cool.
Let's see. So we got after Maxi Zeus, we have Mary Shazam. Mary Shazam is an uncommon. She is 100 points, 3 range with a single target. Justice League of America team ability. She's got 12 speed with flurry, 11 attack, 18 damage with invulnerable, 3 damage with empower, 18 defense with invulnerable, 3 damage with empower. She's got the Fawcett City, Justice League, and mystical keywords. She also has traded charge, so she's got charge flurry in the first click. Traded charge, when she uses it, she has free improved targeting out of adjacency, makes a range attack that deals 1 penetrating damage instead of normal damage. So she gets that free ping. Well, not ping, but it's an actual attack, but she can damage you for 1 penetrating after she charges.
She's a 1 for me. For 100 points, I need a 4 top dial, I think, for a charge piece. 4 damage.
Oh, it's 6.
Well, yeah, I know, but still. I just don't think it's good enough for 100 points.
I mean, in constructed, yeah, but in sealed, that's a big move. And power is
6? Less than any running shot.
Well, no, he's saying because there's 3, but it's 2 attacks with flurry.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get where 4 damage would be better than just 3 with flurry, because if you're going after somebody that has a reducer like invulnerable or impervious, you're only dealing 1 per attack.
It's the same thing as 4, though. Instead of this, you could split up between targets.
Oh, true, yeah.
Don't have reducers, but has the technically higher damage. I would play it in sealed if I didn't pull anything better. It's a free pen damage.
Yeah, I think I would play it in sealed too. I mean, yeah, charge flurry. Anytime you get to make free attacks, that's good.
Yeah, I'd probably give her
It
a
feels
2.
penetrating. I'd go double shot.
All right, let's take a look at the next figure. The next figure is after Mary Shazam is Jason.
Oh yeah, Jason.
Jason is Cosmic Energy and Wonder Woman ally team ability. He's got 6 range. He's 75 points. He's got running shot, Pensai, 11 attack, 18 defense with invulnerable. He also has traded super senses throughout his whole dial, which means that he succeeds on his super senses on a 4 through 6. Can't be outwitted because he's got Cosmic Energy. What do we think about Jason?
Play him over Mary
Yeah,
Shazam and Sealed.
Yeah. See, yeah.
You know what? I see where you guys are saying 3 because I love this piece. I think he's great, but I don't think he's meta. I think he's just a very good attacker.
He probably doesn't get played in meta because it doesn't do anything. But you know what? I would because he is very solid for 75 points. Being that hard to kill and unwittable. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you put like the time gem on him, Rob or something. With IDs, like he can attack, but then you have like more flavor. But I mean, he doesn't do much, so he probably never gets played. But he's really good.
Yeah, Matt, I think you're absolutely right about that. Like, especially in online tournaments, which everything is right now, he's not getting played because people are going to go for, the chases and stuff. That's like, I'm looking at his keywords. People aren't playing Amazon or Deity. So if you're going Warrior, you're going for your Sky Tyrants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect your Mind Gem choice, but I look at this dial and it just screams Power Gem. Like, that just becomes a nasty dial for 85 points.
Oh yeah, with Pensai, yeah.
Unoutwittable 4 through 6 senses. 12-5, taking tokens off himself.
Yeah.
Also, one thing is, if I'm teaching anybody the game anytime soon, and they're not like in it for a specific hero, like Superman or whatever, this is probably the piece I give them because he's simple to understand. He's really good. He gets to roll lots of dice. Like he's rolling to take tokens off himself every turn. He's got the super senses. So I think he's just a lot of fun and easy to learn and good.
Yeah, good point and shoot for sure.
I also want to point out there's a lot of Spider-Man family figures in this set because we have. I mean, dust off your Spider Viking if you haven't already. I think Warrior is a really big keyword in this set. So
It is, yep.
I love that his name's Jason, real name Jason. He's a solid 2. I don't think I'm ever gonna build a competitive team with him. But he's a piece that I definitely want to have in my collection. I'll probably play a lot at like the local game shop when we can do that again. It's like a fun piece to bring. It's not super broken, but just solid. He's just solid.
And he's only an uncommon, so that's great that people are gonna get pieces like Superman at common rarity, and then Jason is an uncommon. And then, like, the shifting focus Wonder Woman are, like, all really good, and they're not that hard to get. So, like, you got a lot of really good, there's also, the overall, the CUR, I'm not sure if it's, like, the greatest CUR, but, you do have a lot of really high-powered figures in the CUR set. What do you guys think about the CUR? Is it, overall, well, we haven't looked at it all yet, but...
I think it's really good. I think especially if you're like someone who's looking into buying a lot of the sets and like what you talked about earlier with the generics, like that should play a big factor, I think. And I don't know, I think this set's really good. For the CUR.
It'd be kind of funny if Jason, it said real name unknown.
Oh man.
Okay, so let's take a look at Medusa. Medusa is set number 30. She's 40 points. She has 4 range with triple target, and she's got sidestep and a special attack power that says incapacitate, but hit targets are given 2 action tokens instead of 1, and that's with a 12 attack. So she's definitely incapping lots of people. What do you think about Medusa for 40 points? I mean, do you think it's worth it?
Probably
Double
not.
shot.
Yeah.
It's a single for me.
Mm.
People, I mean, in-gap teams haven't worked since this game existed, and in-gap's only gotten worse.
Yeah,
So as
That's what I
good as she is,
40 points to just say to tell 3 people. I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy.
yeah, 4 range inside step though.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get her into position. So
Yeah.
I'm just
I know
I'm
a lot
playing
of
the
people have
uncommon
been.
Wonder Woman with a lasso, who does something kind of similar with a splash damage in-cap.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of people who I think have been trying to make in-cap teams work for a long time, and like this, like it like wants to be part of that and wants to work really badly. I just don't know if it's good enough. If it was like a 14 range.
well, you know what? My favorite in-cap piece
Literally.
was Rescue. Was it? I think.
Rescue's cool.
Yeah, Rescue's sweet.
Yeah, but I mean, this one seems cool. But I mean, it's just in-cap. I feel like she's just gonna die real quick because you know, like you trying to get her into position and stuff. She's only got toughness. Well, five clicks with toughness is not that bad now because
Superman one-shots her though.
That's the thing. So I feel like in sealed, you're like, oh, it's not that big of a threat. Let me ignore her. Well, you know, it's into position, and I'll go after the attackers that are doing damage. If you can't, and she just like gets you ahead on tempo, I feel like it's hard to come back.
Yeah, that's true.
Specifically in sealed, like I feel like she's not a bad 40 points.
No, if I pull her, like you're probably playing, or if you pull her, you're probably playing her. If you have the room. Like she's another example of a piece where hers, like the ceiling on her is really high. Like if you do triple target in cap, double token 3 different people, like that is pretty devastating.
Well, let's take a look at the next figure though. So let's start. Let's take a look at Donna Troy. Donna Troy is set number 31A. And she is 60 points with Titan's team ability, Wonder Woman ally team ability, 4 range with 10 charge, 11 attack with Quake, 18 defense with Invuln, 3 damage with Empower. And she has the keywords Amazon, Teen Titans, and Warrior. She starts the game with any equipment, any Wonder Woman equipment, but she gets a bonus if she's using the bracelets. She has another trait, Titans Reborn. When Donna Troy is given a move action after resolution, she can use the Titans team ability as free. What do you think about Donna Troy here?
Single shot.
Single.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think we're going to see the next one, which is a lot better, the Prime version.
Yeah. Yeah, she just doesn't do enough, and I hate how her trait, the +1 super senses from range attacks, just doesn't synergize with a charge and power dial. Frustrates me.
Yeah, no, for me it's like if I'm pulling this, I'm saying, "Ooh, I got Donna Troy," and then when I see that it's not the Prime, I'm a little bummed. So, all right, so let's take a look at the Prime. We're almost done with the uncommons. We have like we have 1 left after this. So here is Donna Troy Prime. Donna Troy Prime, set number 31B. She moves through blocking. She's got 12 attack with 12 movement with charge, 11 attack with Quake, 18 defense with a special defense power, toughness, and super senses. She has the Titans team ability and the Wonder Woman ally team ability. She's 50 points. Amazon, Teen Titans, and Warrior keywords. She has a trait that she can start the game with any Wonder Woman equipped. We've seen that before. Okay, in this case, when she also gets the bonus for using the bracelets. So when she uses the bracelets, it makes her, just so you know, they make her super senses unoutwittable, and also because she has super senses on her dial, that means she's rolling out on a 4 through 6. But for her particular trait, if it's a range attack, she's rolling out on a 3 through 6. So that's really strong. On top of having toughness and 6 clicks long for 50 points. And her last trait is the Groovy 70s. Each turn, the first friendly finalized attack roll of a 7 is a critical hit. That just seems really fun to me.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I love how even if you need a 8 to hit, but you roll a 7, it's just auto crits, right? None of that would work.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Well, actually, I'm not sure about that because I believe that you have to hit first before you can get a critical hit. I think you actually have to. I'm not sure on that, but I believe that's how it's always been ruled. I'm not sure. Like if something auto turns into a critical hit, I think it has to hit first. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm
not sure
like
either.
A Jeff question.
Love her though.
Yeah, I think she's
really
amazing.
Cool.
Just blocking.
Yeah.
Even without the I mean the bracelets bonus is nice, but I mean I like the armor on her. Already has a 4 through 6, and then only takes 1 damage top tile if you get through.
Yep.
And then it's a producer.
Yes, it's literally the same exact dial. So.
Yeah.
I wish she had a little better keywords is what's going to keep her from seeing a lot of play, I think.
Being a prime.
Yeah.
The only thing about not using the bracelets is that you can outwit the super senses on her.
That's true.
I guess, but if you know, I don't know, if you're not that worried about outwit, she'll still only.
Because do all the equipments have that like you can switch them out thing?
Yeah, like I think you can have the equipments like just outside the game, and so like if you're playing at a tournament, you can just have them outside the game, and then you can start her with a different piece of equipment. Each game.
Wait. Yeah, but I don't think she can switch it because she's not named a Wonder Woman. So you could start with a different one each game, but I don't think you could switch it mid game.
Right.
But that might be enough still. That might still be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you could see someone's force and see if they're packing outwit or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll say about her is that the one thing that you mentioned at the top of the show, Tony, that we don't have yet is the Super Prime that comes with the Sword of Athena. And most of the Wonder Woman, not most, some of the Wonder Woman have a trait that's when they critical hit with the Sword of Athena, they deal penetrating damage, and she makes crit hits way more likely. So depending on how good that is, she could be way better.
Yeah, that's sweet. That is pretty sweet. I like that. All right, so let's take a look at the last uncommon, Nemesis. So Nemesis is set number 32. He's got the police team ability and Wonder Woman ally team ability. He's 60 points. He's a captain, so he's a 60-point captain. 6 range with single target, police and spy keywords. Real name Tom Tresser. He shoots through hindering. He has a trait, follow my lead, recruit. Friendly sidekicks can use improved targeting hindering. So not only does he have it, he gives sidekicks that ability as well. He has leadership, but when he succeeds, he can instead generate a Dma Agent in adjacent or in a square of hindering terrain within range and line of fire on click 1. So what do we think about Nemesis as far as captains? I mean, I know we weren't really big on all the captains.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's horrible.
I agree. 0.
I think you need
Herbal
to.
tea.
I think herbal tea. He's like the Diana Prince. The uncommon is like similar, generates Dma agents, but just better. The only thing though is this is like a character's first appearance in Clicks, you know. So I'm sure there's some big Nemesis fan out there that's pumped.
What a shame. I'd be so sad if I was that person. Like, seriously, I've been waiting 20 years for this, and this is what I get. 17 defense with no power. Like, what a slap in the face. Literally, somebody at WizKids must hate Nemesis. I'm just realizing how
he
bad
has a 6 rollout.
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
He hasn't proved targeting hindering, though, if Superman doesn't kill him.
Or anybody with flurry blades or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
Cheetah.
3.
Cheetah doesn't kill him.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Give him triple target and 2 stop clicks, and we'll have a conversation.
Yeah, literally. It KOs a character, he scores triple their points.
Okay, so that ends the uncommons, and we pretty soon we're going to be moving into the rares. So we'll take a look at the rares, but that ends the uncommons for the Wonder Woman 80th anniversary DC HeroClix set. All right, so now we are going to look at the rares for the DC HeroClix Wonder Woman 80th anniversary set that is coming out in late April. And the first rare that we're gonna look at is Angleman, set number 33. He has 6 range with triple target, 45 points. He's got 6 movement with stealth. Oh, no, sorry, 8 movement with stealth, 10 attack, 17 defense with super senses, and 3 damage with a special. His trait is Angleman may start the game with the Angler equipment equipped, and then he also has a damage power. I see all the angles, probability control. Once per turn, Angleman may reroll any 3 for attacks or breakaway rolls. So you can do that on top of probability control. So he can prob, and then if there's a 3 in it, he can reroll that again, which is pretty cool. The Angler, I mean, we should probably just take a look at it, just so that we get an idea of what he does. The Angler is an equipment that says effect phasing teleport with a speed value of 10, which is, you know, pretty cool, pretty good for pretty decent for an equipment to give somebody that power just by itself. And then free, if this character is adjacent to an object, a printed wall, or a printed square of blocking terrain, place them in another square within 6 squares of end line of fire that is adjacent to an object, printed wall, or printed square of blocking terrain. So you can kind of like poof around the board next to objects and blocking terrain. What are our thoughts on Angler?
I think this guy's a 2. I'm playing the heck out of him in casual. He's so fun.
Yeah, he's definitely fun. Definitely fun. It's a very complicated way of having a 45-point prop piece.
Yeah. I mean, clearly he's going off theme because he only has 1 keyword that you're not playing. And if you're going off theme, like, that's just not who you're running for prob. Like Q Prime, 15 points left. Less, way better.
Oh yeah. I mean, in sealed, I might play him for the prob. I might just equip the angle Apollo or something.
Yeah.
Like I think he's
the Angler is really cool.
Yeah, for me, I think he's decent and sealed, but like definitely not constructed. I don't think, because there's other better prob pieces that are on theme. If you're building a theme team, I mean, if you're going off theme, like Colin said, then yeah, sure, like that. This might be pretty good, but I mean, there's better pieces that are less points that can do prob, and
there's some cool, like, I've only been able to think of one so far. There's some cool implications, like with the movement. The only figure I could think of would be like Krakoa, and going like underground, like to walls and stuff, because he has the improved targeting for the blocking. He could basically have choice pick of any he wants to go bounce around.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd want to bounce around that much. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, you would, because
I think if
Krakoa
any-
is like the one that X-Men can like take a power action and move next to, so he can like, you know,
Oh,
keep your whole team safe
oh,
and
you're
stuff.
right. They can go to him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So could be. It could be something.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
you know what I find funny also is that he has triple target. I think they just did that
Mhm.
for the theme of like 3 because he's like the angler, like a triangle.
Mm,
But
No,
I
you're
mean,
probably right. Yeah.
it just seems like he should have in cap or mind control or Pensai even, but he doesn't have any
Yeah.
of those powers. So
He's definitely a fun piece.
The last thing that, you know, maybe makes him a little better is that his once per turn reroll a 3 is like map wide. That's pretty good.
as global.
It's not like range and line of fire like Prob is.
okay, yeah.
Good. That's a good catch right there.
But now, so is that specifically with Angleman when he's attacking, or is that with any character that attacks?
It's any character.
It's like
That's the way
Just
I
a
read it.
return,
Also.
Yeah.
your turn and
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the next character. The next figure is Wonder Girl. She's 75 points. Titans team ability, Wonder Woman ally team ability, 11 movement charged, 11 attack with Quake, 18 defense with Impervious, 3 damage with Close Combat Expert. So she's charging with a 12-4. She starts with she's got the Champion of Themyscira trait, where she starts with an equipment. In this case, she gets a bonus if she uses the Lasso. We already saw that with another figure that had the same thing, where she cancels out damage powers. She has a trait that says Titans Reborn. When Wonder Girl is given a move action after resolutions, she can use the Titans team ability as free. So,
I think Matt's right too.
two.
It's kind of hard in the rares.
Probably,
Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say, like, for sure a sealed play. I think. Yeah, too. She's solid.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
12
kind of
for
hard in the rares because, like, she's really good, but you see a lot fewer rares than you do uncommons in sealed. You know, like you're getting 2 rares or super rares, so it's not like the Jason and Gorilla Grodd and whoever the other 100-point piece was, where it's like, okay, good chance you pull one of these. The rares aren't really like that, so it's less. You can't really rely on it. Like, oh, I'll play her in sealed.
really fun for casual.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's
Do you
fun.
like her better
Cool
than the Secret Identity Wonder Woman uncommon that also has the Lasso of Truth? Or I mean, I think I strictly like the Wonder Woman better, the uncommon Wonder Woman better. I'm not sure though.
I agree. 50 points is just so much more efficient.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, but it's actually close. This one's pretty powerful.
It is close.
The other one can switch
She's wearing
objects to the
Converse
same Wonder
in the,
Woman. This one
in the
can't.
skull, so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true. And she's got this one has the Close Combat Expert. Well, they both do, but then she's got the Impervious, so she's a little bit tougher to kill.
Yep, for sure.
But she's 75 points, so. But I don't know. Let's take a look at Teen Lantern. Teen Lantern is 75 points or 30 points. She has
30 points.
Yeah, so we'll look at her third point dial. I feel like that's the point value that you want to play her at. She's got the Green Lantern Core team ability, which means she can carry up to 8 figures, and she has the Police team ability. She's got 6 range. She's got 7 movement with Running Shot. She's got 17 defense with a special, and 2 damage with Prob. She has a defense power, hacking the Green Lantern barrier as free, but only to generate 1 marker. When Teen Lantern uses probability control, you may choose one of her barrier markers, and she may count range and draw line of fire as if she occupied that square.
I'm gonna start. She's a 3 for me because she's on my meta team right now that I'm working on. I use her to copy it from the figure in this set, like a Maxi Alpha Strike, but I just think her package is pretty point. She brings a lot to the table. Love it.
Oh,
Yep, that's right. She's amazing for 30 points.
she's incredible.
Barrier, prob, carrying 8 people, giving out 2 great team abilities to wild cards. Free barrier. Yep, she'll be like a piece that is in your meta building box for the next 2 years.
Plus barrier is free, plus prob from them.
Mhm.
And barrier got a huge
Yeah,
buff.
true.
Like you can barrier on top of and do that before.
Let me ask you something, Matt. With your meta team, if you had an extra 5 points, I mean, we haven't seen this figure yet, but would you use Chip instead, or?
Chip was on there first, but and reduced Chip and other figure, Marvella actually, which was actually suggested by Kevin Owens. Just basically crunch those numbers down to 30. I still get the barrier, and the green.
Yeah, I have to agree. This is a great figure.
Points.
Yeah, she's great
Yeah.
for the points. She's less points than Chip. We haven't seen Chip yet, but she's a super rare, so we'll get to that when we go into the super rares. But for a rare, 30 points with all that stuff that she has. She also has a police team ability. I was just, when I was looking at Teen Lantern earlier on, and there's another figure that does this actually when we get to Green Lantern, the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, which is amazing, super rare. He's an amazing figure. But now with the new rules, she's got 7 speed running shot, right?
Mhm.
So that means half her speed she can running shot 4, right?
Mhm.
She can carry 8 people with her in running shot.
Mhm. Yeah, it's wild.
Just wait till you see my meta team I'm working on.
I mean, I don't know.
It's
I don't
so
know
fun.
if they're gonna change that with the comprehensive rule book, but I mean, it sounds like that's like a weird interaction. But like, yeah, she could carry with the Green Lantern team ability. She can carry up to 8, and you don't modify speed when you're carrying, so she can carry just everybody and running shot at the same time, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's how it's gonna work. It's really good.
I think that's how a Green Lantern should work. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I do think the Green Lantern, like thematically, should probably be uncopyable. Like, you need a ring
Fair.
to do that, right? Like, it makes sense. PD, yeah, sure. You can teach me how to fall in line, and I'll help you shoot this guy. But like, you're not gonna hand me a Green Lantern ring.
Don't give them any ideas. They took. You're not missing.
Physics is the one that you used to not be uncopyable, but now it is
Oh.
uncopyable. That's what killed your wild card teams back in the day.
All right, so let's take a look at the next figure, which is Zeus. And I remember seeing on Scott Porter that when he pulled Zeus, it was 200 points on the actual base, but the card said 175 or something like that. So,
I think
They
that's
say go by the card, or what do they say?
Yeah, they say go by the card. Yeah.
yeah, so I hope they don't change that because I like Zeus at 175. He's got 2 starting lines, 175 and 100. He's got Cosmic Energy and Mystics team abilities, 7 range with 3 targets, 11 speed with running shot, 12 attack with a special. His special is Penetrating Psychic Blast. When Zeus hits, each hit character halves their speed until your next turn. That's pretty insane. He's got 19 defense with Impervious. He's got 5 damage with Prob. He's got 2 stop clicks. His defense power special for his stop click is Stop Impervious. Each time this click is revealed after resolutions, knock back each opposing character within range 2 squares. What do we think about? Oh, he improved targeting hindering too. I don't know if I said that. So what do you guys think about Zeus?
I want this piece really badly.
Agree. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's insane.
I think.
What if he was 200 points? What would you?
That would make a big difference for sure.
At 200.
Yeah.
No, I'm giving him a solid double shot. I'm not a huge fan of like tent poles. Not a huge fan of tent poles in general, but like he is a very good one.
He's probably the best pole for sealed.
Oh yeah, he's like better than like Superman.
Tom and Diana Prince has something to say, but just kidding. Yeah, he is a sealed bomb.
I mean, some people this might be obvious. I would about easy to say it, but with that attack power, it's cool because if you want to just one-shot something, you know that something with a reducer, whatever, you can all 5. But state out loud that you're targeting 3. Because if you hit 3 people, even if you deal all that damage, I'm pretty sure the other 2 still are going to have half their skill the next.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Matt.
So, with 12 attack, that's a good chance to hit.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think it's sealed. He wins. And I think he's got a place in constructed too. His biggest downfall is that he doesn't fly. If it wasn't rotating, Beetle Pod would be perfect for him. I would give him an 8 square running shot with flight.
Jeez.
I wouldn't hate the Goblin Glider for Hyper when he wants it.
That's true. Hyper Goblin Glider would be good also, but again, rotating. But I still think he has a place in constructed. Like he reminds me a lot of Emperor Vulcan, and with the pulse wave change, I think he's just as good.
He kind of reminds me of Chase Ultron, only a little more expensive and a rare instead of a chase.
And a full dial of movement attack.
Yeah, the only thing is what Ultron lacked was improved targeting.
True, yeah.
Improved targeting and hindering is like just always good. Always so good.
And the reason I never loved Ultron is because he didn't have Pensai top dial. It was Energy Explosion, which for 150 points, I'd rather have Pensai.
Even the stop click power is just fun. It's disruptive.
A great way to describe it, yeah.
Well, let's take.
Wonder if this.
Oh,
sorry, Tony.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I wonder if this was the piece where they like made that power. They're like, all right, we need to not have that do damage to people. Knockback.
Let's see. So Zeus. So that was Zeus. Now we're gonna go into Giganta 37A. There is a Prime Giganta as well, but this is set number 37A, the non-Prime. She's 100 points or 30 points. And I mean, I don't know which one you want to take a look at. I mean, I guess you could play either one. For 100 points, she's got 11 attack, 11 attack, 11 speed, charge quake, invuln, 4 damage, 18 defense. She has a giant retaliation, villains unite power. If no other friendly character has been placed this turn, choose an opposing character that attacked Giganta or damaged another friendly character. Since your last turn, place Giganta such that she can make a close attack targeting the chosen character, then do so. If Giganta is on a theme team, this trait is activated as a free instead. So that's pretty neat. This is it's just a retal, a giant retal instead of colossal retal. But she does not have the giant symbol. She has a standard symbol. So we'll see in her next trait, she has size manipulation. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose that Giganta has giant size until your next turn. If you do, she takes a maximum of 2 damage from attacks until your next turn. I mean, that's pretty cool. Why would you not want to use that?
Marry her.
Hide behind barrier outdoors is about it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
But carry, I mean, you could equip her. Maybe, I don't know, reality gem or something if you're building a team. I really need Perplex and TK. I'm not going to retail for a couple turns.
Mm-hmm.
She can use the equipment, and she doesn't unequip it when she big.
And she doesn't need to go big to retaliate.
It's weird, but yeah.
At her 30-point line, she fits on a lot of Secret 6 teams. She has the Secret 6 keyword, so you know that's like a big theme with the chases in this set is the Secret 6. So that gives you some options there.
Scientist.
Yeah, I'd give her a double shot. I think she's solid.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh wait, yeah. On a theme, a free action, and then punch again or charge. Yeah, that's fine. It's not a Dark Phoenix.
Oh yeah, for 30 points, she can hit for 3 and then charge and hit again for 3. Yeah, that's really good. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's take a look at the Prime, which is, in my opinion, even better. The Giganta Prime, 37B. She's either 75 points or 25 points. I think both point levels are playable. She has the Team Player and Wonder Woman Ally team abilities. She's 0 range with 2 targets. Don't forget that 2 targets can be applied to close attacks, which is why that is there like that. 0 range, 2 targets. She's got 10 speed with charge, 11 attack with a special, 18 defense with a special also, and 4 damage with outwit. I think on her 25-point line, she has sidestep, 10 attack, 17 defense, and 3 damage with outwit. So it just changes from charge to sidestep. Her trait is Reluctant Alliance. When establishing theme teams, you may choose a friendly character named Wonder Woman. If you do, Giganta gains that character's keywords. So, Giganta, welcome to the Avengers. No, just kidding.
Welcome to Justice League.
You could actually put her on the Avengers if you had Steve Rogers and a Wonder Woman on your team. That's less than 50 points. And then another trait, Giant Retaliation, when Titans awake. So this is a kind of slightly different retal power. Choose an opposing character that attacked a friendly character or that was attacked by a friendly character named Wonder Woman since your last turn. Place Giganta such that she can make a close attack targeting the chosen character, then do so. Now that is, it doesn't say damaged, it says attacked. So anybody that attacked any one of your friendly characters, you can retell with her. Or if you have Wonder Woman on your force and you attacked them with Wonder Woman, you can then power action place Giganta there and make another attack on that same figure. So that's kind of good. And then she's got an attack power, knock them off their feet, quake. When Giganta uses it to targeting 2+ characters, she deals her printed damage value to each hit character. And after resolutions, give each hit character an action token. And there's been some talk about the wording of this power, but I mean, if she's only targeting one character, then she's not going to use Quake at all. You know, you would just not activate Quake, but you're still knocking them back because Quake gives blanketed knockback now. So if you and also keep in mind that does combo with her retaliation. So she can retail and Quake multiples for her printed damage value to each hit character, which is really good. And then she has a defense power. Invulnerability, Giganta takes a maximum of 1 damage from characters with tiny size, standard size, or colossal size. So most characters in the game, she's only taking 1 damage from, and she's got that defense power for 5 clicks. What do you guys think about Giganta Prime?
Colin, go.
Best
Colin, you
non-chase
go
in the set.
first.
Yeah, best non-chase in the set. S tier, quadruple shot. Maybe the best piece in the set. So many ways to just break her. She themes with Wonder Woman so easily. Yeah, like you just kept reading powers and they're all just good. Like,
crazy.
and you didn't even mention sidestep giant size, so she can just rearrange your starting area. Wild card and Wonder Woman ally. Her retail dial, 25-point dial, is 2 clicks long, and with that defensive power, she can't be one shot off of it. She has outwit. She has regen on the second click. Like, it just goes on and on. Like, she does so much. I don't know why they felt the need for this 25-point piece to do so much. I mean, just the your base strategy with her is play a Wonder Woman, send her across the map, perplex up Giganta's attack, and quake their whole team. That's all she did. She'd be worth 25 points easily. Then you put her on the rollouts, can't be one-shotted, outwit, regen.
So,
like,
Colin,
the fact that the quake is full damage. Yeah.
Colin, would you exclusively play her at 25, or do you think she's playable at 75?
I tried real hard at 75. The fact that she's one outwit away from like her defense power not mattering is what keeps me from playing her there. If her retaliation was a free action at 75, like maybe if the trait said power at 25 or free at 75 or something, then maybe I would play her still. But there's a chance that you go over there, you quake once, with your defense, and two tap you with any two average pieces. I'm not ruling it out at 75, but 25 I think is probably going to be where she shines.
Yeah, I agree with Colin. I'm all on board with this piece. I mean, like, it just pairs so well with the shifting focus Wonder Woman, in my opinion. Being able to carry a Wonder Woman over, have her use the lasso, poking a bunch of people for free, switch to the rare Wonder Woman, use the lasso again, have -1 defense for each action token they have from that Wonder Woman, and then Giganta just follows up. Like, that is a one of the most disruptive turns like you could have. Like, I was thinking, like, at Worlds in 2018, I paid 115 points to be able to retaliate in the same turn I was attacking. And she can do it for 25 points. Like, I played Kobik just to give people Mystics and retaliate on them.
You had to play a Mystics.
Yeah, so I had to play a Mystics character too. So, like, you're getting that same type of, like, mechanic, which is busted for 25 points if you have a Wonder Woman. Yeah, it's just insane.
I love her.
And I mean, even without all of those powers, I just want to point out at 25 points, she's got, she's a sidestep outwitter for 25 points that you have to double tap to KO.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a wild card with a rollout.
Yeah, at one point I was wild carding and Lantern onto her to carry the whole team and square.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
She's scientist too, so I mean, you're probably playing her with Wonder Woman, but you don't have to. Like, she could just be your retail on a scientist team.
Yeah, and with casual games, she's your retail on Legion of Doom or Injustice League.
If you bring her to casual, oh man, I hate you.
Oh, yeah.
You just say we're playing casual, you show up with Prime Giganta. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Colin brought up when it, like, first came out. Colin, was it you that suggested, like, putting making her a Herald of Galactus at 75 so you couldn't outwit her?
I wanted to. We realized
she's
it
not a
didn't work.
standard
Yeah.
character, so you can't do that.
Okay, so let's take a look at the next figure. Yeah, Giganta definitely in 3 or more. All right, Dr. Psycho. This is the one that Scott Porter, I think, said he hates this character. I can see why. He's like,
Oh my god, that is terrifying.
He looks terrifying and mean. He's kind of like the puppet from Child's Play or something like that. He's pretty pretty scary. All right, so he's 7 range with 3 targets. He's got the Injustice League team ability and the team player team ability. He's 45 points. 6 speed with 6 movement with sidestep, 10 attack with TK, 17 defense with mastermind, 1 damage with leadership. He has a stop click that's ESD and super senses. He targets through elevated, hindering, and characters. He has traded mind control. When Dr. Psycho uses it, after resolutions, give each hit character an action token. Thoughts on Dr. Psycho?
1? I thought you liked him, Matt.
Oh, and his keywords are Legion of Doom, Scientist, Secret Society of Supervillains.
I'm probably never playing him, but I think he's really good.
I don't know. I'm not excited.
I think this guy has potential, actually. For me.
Yeah, me too.
This is why. Because he has the Scientist keyword. And so with this on Scientist teams, also he has leadership and TK. So, I mean, yeah, he's a mind control piece. And a lot of the mind control pieces are, like okay. But, like, this one does other things. He could be your leadership. He could be your TK.
Why would you play him ever over Ultra Human?
That's what I was thinking.
No, because he does so much that Ultra Humanite doesn't. Like Tony's talking about. Like, so he just pointed out he's a scientist. Remember Harley Quinn, scientist, Gotham or Underworld team ability. So he's Dr. Psycho's a wild card. So now he's sidestep carrying 2 cheaper scientists. He's got a stop click. He's got leadership. Like Ultra Humanite doesn't do that. His stop click's got super senses. So again, if you have Harley Quinn, he can copy Wonder Woman at that point. He's got a 4 through 6 rollout. His mind control gives out tokens. He's got triple targets. Ultra Humanite has 1 target. Triple target mind control could change games.
Yeah, he's good. I give him a 2. I don't.
I'm 2 bordering on 3.
Oh, yeah, but also...
Probably not playing him because he's not my style, but he's real good.
Stop him.
Well, sure. Wall stop everybody, basically.
Not Ultra Human.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Ultra Human. Yeah.
Because Ultra Human is a scientist, right?
Yeah, with willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willpower.
I think I would
He's
rather...
got leadership. It's the same thing.
I'd rather play 2 Ultra Humanites than this guy.
Yeah,
That's just me.
I can see that. I can see how Ultra Humanite's a little bit better than this guy. Well, for sure, yeah. If Dr. Psycho was
Ultra Humanite, that's a good thing.
If Dr. Psycho was like 30 points, then I think he would be a lot better. But
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. He had to be 30 points. Be like for sure meta. Well, so like my thing with mind control is like I can swing games, but I've played a lot of like Jason Weingard and stuff, and one thing that always gets me is like in a mind control chain is the attack values of their characters when you're mind controlling aren't what you want them to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they are now with close combat.
With what?
They are now with range combat and close automatic.
True, that helps. Definitely helps.
But
he's really good, but I don't think he makes any of the teams that I'm going to build.
Okay, so let's take a look at who's next on the rares. Streif. We have there's a 50
That's what people say my last name.
50-point Streif and a 25-point Streif. 50. So she's one of those that has like a red starting line, kind of like Mr. Oz. So with she's stealth, super senses, and a special. Her special damage power is standard friendly characters within 4 squares have mystics. So you can give other figures on your team mystics. She's if you're playing her at 50 points, she has a stop click. If you're playing her at 25 points, she only has 2 clicks of life. With her stop click, she gains invulnerability when this click is first revealed. For the rest of the game, Streif has giant size and can't be healed past this click. So then she becomes a giant sized 11 attack, 3 damage, close attacker, or because she's got the close combat expert. So it gives her, basically makes her 11-3 with close attacks, unless you outwit that close combat expert. So what are your thoughts on Streif?
I mean, I'll give her a half a shot of espresso, because in sealed that would be cool, giving everybody mystics, because it's hard to counter that in sealed. But other than that, I think she's horrible. I don't see why I would ever play this piece.
I don't really like Streif that much either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish it was better, because it's almost my last name, but it's terrible.
Nick Streif.
Yeah, that's what people say.
Let's take a look at Star Sapphire. So she's 60 points, running shot, Pensai, energy shield deflection, and a special damage power. She has the sideline active, unique modifier. So if you want to play her on the sideline, captains and sidekicks modify attack +1 when attacking +1 characters with the Green Lantern core keyword. I want everybody to keep in mind that those sideline active unique modifiers that they have built into allies here. This started with Future Foundation in the last set. Those are pretty good in sealed, because you can, if you don't have a domain force the figure, you can just keep it on the sideline and give your sidekick, there are a lot of captains and sidekicks in the set, so if you do happen to pull something in sealed, you can modify their attack +1. One of the best ones from Future Foundation was Dr. Doom, because he gave you +1 attack against Fantastic Four keyworded figures, and that was, most of the figures that you pulled in that set had the Fantastic Four keyword. So another thing Star Sapphire has is a damage power, leadership, unique modifier. When Star Sapphire uses it and succeeds, friendly characters modify defense +1 until your next turn. But Star Sapphire also has a 25-point line, which is pretty vanilla. It's just sidestep, TK, and barrier, which I actually prefer this point value better for her. 6 range, sidestep, TK, barrier for 25 points, cosmic keyword, herald keyword. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a solid kit for 25 points.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of piece that you put in your back pocket, and if you have Cosmic's always going to be a popular keyword, and if you're running it and you need TK and barrier because you're not already packing it somewhere else, throw her on there.
Yeah, and you can, sidestep a flyer carrying other flyers now. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very good.
I like the design overall. It's a good 60 point leadership, running shot, Pensai. For Herald when we get to some of those chases, but she could be a leadership for that. Or I like the design. I like that 25 could be meta.
Yeah,
still good enough for casual.
One combo with the 60-point line is with on a cosmic team with Astronomer, because he gives the +1 defense when he telekinesis someone with a cosmic keyword. He can do it twice, so he can throw out 2 people. She hits her leadership, and all of a sudden those people have +2 defense. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I have a feeling. For me, I think this has the potential to find its way on some meta teams, like if you're playing Cosmic, because if you need TK and Barrier. She reminds me a lot of the Chase Green Lantern from Batman the Animated Series, who was also he was 30 points and had sidestep and TK and Barrier, and that's like what a lot of people just used him for.
I used him for a long time.
Cosmic have very much of its own barrier running around.
Molecule Man.
Oh shit.
Well, okay, there you go. So okay, so maybe not meta then.
I'll do it.
All right, let's take a look at the next figure, Wonder Woman, set number 41. She's a rare. Wonder Woman allied team ability, 75 points, 4 range with 2 targets, 9 speed with running shot, 12 attack with in cap, 17 defense with invulnerable, 3 damage with a special. Okay, so she can start with, her trait is that she can start with any Wonder Woman equipped. She also has another trait, the shifting focus, which we looked at. And then her damage power is I will hold them. Unique modifier, opposing characters within range, modify defense -1 for each action token that they have. Which also pairs very well with the Lasso of Truth if you happen to equip her with the Lasso of Truth.
Yep.
What are our thoughts on this rare Wonder Woman?
This is a 3 for me.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
This piece and Prime Giganta on their own is 100 points that could really mess up an entire team.
See, I still like the JLU starter one better than her for Giganta, but I see what you're saying, Nick. And to get back to just this piece in general in the review, yeah, it's 3. This piece and the super rare one are what make the shifting focus Wonder Woman meta.
Mm-hmm.
An important part of the toolkit. I mean, without the objects and shifting focus, it's like a 1.52. It's fine.
Yep.
But everything it can do, switching. I actually like this and switching there. But it's solid. Really solid piece.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take a look at who is next. Let's see. After Wonder Woman, we have Silver Swan. 40 points, rare, 12 attack. No, sorry, I keep saying attack. 5 range with single target, 12 speed with charge, 11 attack with a special, 18 defense with combat reflexes, 2 damage. Armor, Robot, and Star Labs keywords. Trait, Experimental Nanites. When Silver Swan is targeted by Outwit until its duration expires, she can't use any of her powers and can't make range attacks. Attack power, Razor Wings and Claws. Giant Reach 2. Blaze Claws Fangs. Free if Silver Swan has not attacked or been placed this turn. Make a close attack using Blaze Claws Fangs. So, I guess that means that if she is within her Giant Reach 2 of another character already, then she can free make an attack with blades, and then she can make her normal attack after that and do another attack with blades.
She can also do it after being TK'd because it says has been placed. So you can TK her, charge 6, and then activate your free. So potentially.
Wait, are you sure? Because I think the wording, I'm not sure. So it says if Silver Swan has not attacked or has been placed.
Yeah. So the or has been placed. She has been placed by TK. Right? Am I wrong?
It's. You're right, Colin. It's.
Whoa.
They may that because it is
why
very weird.
Isn't that what she's supposed to do? I thought that's what she was supposed to do. She's freaking meta. She's good as hell.
I think it's like a typo.
Well, the thing is, you wouldn't get the attack after the charge. Then you would have been, or then you would have attacked.
No, because it's or, so it's separate. If they wanted you to not get the attack after attacking, it would say if she has been placed and has not attacked this turn, if they wanted it to be contingent on that. They want it to be if you haven't attacked, so you've just stood there, which is what Tony was describing, or if you've been placed. It's super weird, but that's what that's how it works.
Yeah.
Words are crazy.
So you give her the freaking arms or the Waldo arms or something, and she's just freaking coming over and wreaking havoc.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how they meant it. I don't know. But
who cares how they meant it? That's how it works until they fix it.
Until they fix it, it is how it works.
Yeah.
But do you think this is a good piece? I mean, either way. I mean, I don't know. You outwit her and she's basically nothing. She just does nothing. Review out.
Oh, yeah, she's a glass cannon. She dies, but hopefully she's blades them twice before then.
She's probably pretty good on robot, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, my immediate comparison is 30-point scale. You hot girl. It's not flurry, but it's TK or something a second. So,
Well, I think it's comparable, Matt, because yeah, if you TK her, it's flurry, or she has the option of moving 12 and then attacking, which Hawk Girl can't do.
true, right. I mean, but then the same thing. Get up close, it's and more life though. So yeah, I mean,
I like her.
I mean,
I like
really
that she
good,
has
I
the
think.
robot keyword and the armor keyword too. Armor keyword's pretty good.
yeah, true.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think she's on the same level as Hawk Girl. I mean, Hawk Girl is got better keywords for what she does. Like, because I think Hawk Girl, she's 30 points. She can charge flurry, and she's got the Justice League keyword.
Do you have a stop?
Does she? Just no.
No.
I don't think Hawk Girl has a stop, but
She doesn't.
but she has Mystics. But she also I don't know. I just feel like you want a charge flurrier this low points more on a Justice League team than you do on a robot team, because there's so many. There's so many other good robots.
I agree with you. That was just like the comparison that came in my head. So 10 more points, 2 extra.
Yeah, I mean, I love Hawk Girl as much as anybody. I played her in your tournament, Tony. I played her at Worlds last year, off theme. And I think this piece is like right there, like neck and neck, because that option to move 12 and attack is huge, and the 2 extra clicks of life is big. I'm not saying she's better, but I think she's there with Hawk Girl.
And if we're going off armor, she's decent with onslaught because he could free TK her.
Nathaniel Richards.
Yep. Good point. Yeah, Nathaniel Richards, what could he give her? Not a lot works with blades. That's an attack power.
That's true. Precision.
The precision strike.
Yep, precision strike, yeah.
Steel energy. I don't know.
Okay, let's take a look at the next one after Silver Swan is Circe, the rare. This is rare Circe. So she's 75 points, and she's got Mystics and Wonder Woman team abilities, 6 range, 10 movement with charge, 11 attack with blades, 18 defense with invulnerable, 3 damage with prob. She can start the game with any Wonder Woman equipment equipped. So she does get the benefit of that equipment, and she also can, once per turn, when she KOs an opposing character with an attack, after resolutions, choose one, heal 2 clicks, or make another attack. So, what do you think?
I might play this in Sealed for a prob. That's not bad.
Yeah, I'd give her a 1. Probably play her in Steel, but don't love her otherwise.
Yeah, I give her 1.
The equipment's good. You know, you can put the golden armor on her, and all of a sudden she becomes really hard to deal with. But yeah, not great.
Yeah, she's like a charge blades with a kind of flurry for 75 points. So I kind of agree. Like if you comparing her to the Silver Swan that we just looked at, I mean, Silver Swan's way better.
That's true.
Let's take a look at Miss Martian, set number 44. She has the Justice League Monster Teen Titans and Young Justice keywords. She's got the Titans team ability, 6 range with single target, 70 points, 9 speed with a special, 11 attack with TK, 18 defense with super senses, and 2 damage with leadership. She moves through blocking without destroying it, and moves through characters. So kind of like phases through things, and then but not actually phasing. And then she has when Miss Martian is given a move action after resolution, she can use the Titans team ability as free. She also has mind control as her special power on her speed power. Mind control when Miss Martian moves. If she moves 5 squares or less after resolution, she can use mind control as free. She has a stop click with invulnerability and close combat expert and charge. Thoughts on Miss Martian?
So, probably not meta, but there is a pretty sweet combo you can do with her. So her movement power, when Miss Martian moves, if she moves 5 squares or less after resolution, she can use mind control as free. So her movement is a 9. So the starter Martian Manhunter from Justice League Unlimited could do his power action to move her, and then half of 9 would be 5 because he moves them half of their speed value. So she would get to do her mind control as free off that.
That's like Starter Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
That's pretty cool. It's 110 points for a little gimmick, but it's
do
cool.
it twice though.
Yeah, because then she could just do it again.
well, can she? Because if it's free, can it only be done once? Or
Well, yeah, she couldn't do her that again, but she could just do her normal mind control.
True.
oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
She could have 4 Martian Manhunters and just have her moving around the map.
I like it for Sealed a good amount. I think she's hard enough to deal with. I think any click you land on, she's getting prob later, and I love the stop click.
Yeah, that's true. That's a beastly stop click.
It's a beast. 12 for 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely play this in Sealed for a quarter of my team.
Yeah, I agree.
Alrighty. So
Top
let's see.
Seals.
Yeah. So what would you give it to? What would you guys give it? A 2 or?
I'd probably a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 2 just for Sealed. On it, like thinking just like constructed, like a 0.5. I don't know. It doesn't really excite me that much. But Sealed, it's a good piece.
I think it's a cool piece too. So I think it would. I mean, from in my house, it would be casual play.
Agree. Yeah. Really fun casual. Keywords: Justice League.
Yeah. So let's see. Next after Miss Martian is Dr. Poison. 40 points. 6 range with a single target. She has 8 speed with stealth, 10 attack with smoke cloud, 17 defense with mastermind, 3 damage with a special. She's a captain. This is a wait. Does she have a 60-point value or no? She's the only one that's just a 40-point captain. Okay. Unless it hasn't, unless it's not in there. But poison is her trait. Free, choose a friendly sidekick. That character can use poison this turn. Leadership, when Dr. Poison uses leadership and succeeds, and we instead generate a German soldier on click 1. Okay. Well, what do you think about Dr. Poison here?
It's a bad rare.
Yeah.
Be a note from me. She's cheap at least. It's only 40 points, but it just does nothing that you care about.
Nothing.
Herbal tea.
Yeah, I would go with herbal tea for sure.
Also, this sculpt is trash. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, I don't know this character that well. It's not a character I care about at all. German soldiers, we already said, were also herbal teas. So
yeah, 9 attack.
Yeah, freaking. And didn't like the original Wonder Woman come out like around World War II? When did it come out?
I think these are World War I German soldiers. I think.
Never mind then.
Not positive.
There's some hidden World War I Germany propaganda in this set.
By making those pieces horrible.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So after Dr. Poison, we have Devastation. 85 points. Rare. He is a deity and mystical, so he's like the embodiment of devastation. 6 range with a single target. Mystics, 85 points. 10 speed with charge. 11 attack with a special. 18 defense with impervious. 4 damage. He real name Devastation. Attack power, making the earth tremble, quake. When Devastation uses it, give each hit character a shaken token. Characters with shaken tokens can't have their combat values positively modified. When a character with a shaken token hits, remove all their shaken tokens. Protected Outwit. Thoughts on this one?
That effect is really cool. And if it was like 40 points, I'd say it'd be like playable, but it's 45 points overcosted.
I do like how his combat values don't dip. Like for clicks 1 through 4, his attack, defense, and damage is the exact same, which is pretty rare that someone can take a hit like that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and on 3 and 4, he's got close combat expert, so he's 12 for 5.
Yeah, so he's even better. Yeah.
I've actually been noticing in this set. Just to interject, I've actually been noticing in this set that a lot of the figures, and I think they're doing this to make it easier for beginners as well, that if you look at their dials, there's not much variation between the powers from click 1 to click 2 to click 3 to click 4. A lot of them have the same set of powers all throughout their dial, like in blocks.
Yeah, there's like blocks like that, kind of like the Star Sapphire we talked about. Like she starts one way and then it's different, but it's not like a bunch of changing throughout.
Yeah, I think that makes it easier for new players because, you know, sometimes when you're like, if you're attacking with a piece, if you get attacked with a piece, you take damage, and you know you remembered that piece has charge. Now you got to remember, you know, you got to like check it to see. You know, you might think that it still has charge, but you have to keep checking back to see what the power is showing on the dial. So I think for newer players, it's easier to remember that, you know, okay, this figure has toughness, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but I'll give Devastation a 1. You know, he's cool. He just comes out and he's a brawler.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I think his shaken tokens would stop other people's close combat expert.
Yeah.
All right.
And reflexes.
Ooh. So yeah, that probably plays a little better than you expect in sealed.
But you have to hit them.
You gotta hit them.
You gotta hit them first. So if they have the reflexes, you have to get around that somehow first. All right, Maxwell Lord. 45 points. He's set number 47. He's got 8 range with 3 targets. Police team ability. 8 movement with the mind control speed power. 12 attack. 17 defense with mastermind. 1 damage with outwit. He targets through hindering. He has the Justice League International Police Politician Project Cadmus Ruler and Spy keywords. Trait Stealth. At the end of your turn, if a friendly character used mind control this turn and an opposing character took damage during that mind control, gained 1 mission point, or if an opposing character was KO'd during that mind control, gained 2 mission points instead. Okay. And then mission points, you know, if you reach 20 mission points, first character to reach 20 mission points, it's like an alternate win condition. And there are other figures that also use mission points, and they stack.
Yeah.
I don't know. If the mission points thing ever gets there, like, this is pretty cool. This is like seems to be one of the more consistent. No, that's not even true, is it?
Yeah, I think mission points, like you're right, Nick, the jury's still out, but I don't think this is ever the way that it works.
Yeah, no.
It's at the end of your turn if a friendly character uses mind control. So it maxes out at 2 mission points a turn.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the other ones you can do multiple times a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. He just a global, right? So at the end of your turn, if a friendly character. I'm not saying this is mind control gene due to something.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that counts.
Yeah, he does have the ruler keyword, so you can use Gene, you can use Starro, you can use
right.
Matt, you were breaking up a little bit, but I think what I heard you say is you're going to run this piece at the Clicks Cup.
Yep. 3 of them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think he's interesting. I don't know if he's great, but I mean, mission points is like to be determined how well that works. I mean, I'm sure that people will figure out a way to make it work with a certain combination of figures. I don't know if he goes on it. Do you think that he's good even without the mission points?
I think he's fine.
Yeah, outwit,
I
triple
feel like
target,
Dr.
mind
Psycho's
control.
just better. Like we just talked about Dr. Psycho, I feel like he's just better. He doesn't have outwit, but he does a lot of other things that Maxwell Lord doesn't do.
Which one's
Yeah.
Dr. Psycho? Where was that? Here it is. Found it.
Yeah, he's like a 1 or 2,
Yeah.
but if he gets the right support, like in like a 400 or 500, 400 point game or something, I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah. 12
Yeah.
attacks starting versus the 10 attack on Dr. Psycho is definitely a
Right.
big difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess, but I don't know. The thing I think about with Dr. Psycho, the reason 10 attack doesn't bother me is the same reason it doesn't bother me in Ultra Humanite, and that's, he can do it where theoretically the other characters don't, like the opposing team doesn't have line of fire to him, so they're not probbing him, and you are probbing it.
Solid
So.
point.
Okay, and now we're going to look at the last rare in the set. Hippolyta. Let's take a look at Hippolyta. She is 60 points. She has 0 range with 2 targets. Don't forget that double targeting can be used in close attacks. She has Wonder Woman team ability and also the Justice Society team ability. That we haven't seen that one in a while. She has a keywords All-Star Squadron, Amazon, Justice Society, Ruler, and Warrior. Lots of Warrior in this set. She has a speed power of charge, 11 speed, 11 attack with blades, 18 defense with invulnerability, 3 damage with a special. Her special is... do they have her special listed? Oh no! Oh yeah, there it is. No matter our difference, we are all one people. Leadership. When Hippolyta uses it and succeeds, you may instead generate a Amazon Warrior or Amazon of Bondamigdal on click number 1. Protected outwit. So she's got that leadership. Lots of leadership in this set as well. Like a lot of figures have leadership. So I don't think you'll have trouble finding a figure that has leadership to put on your force. Her other trait is friendly sidekicks can use steal energy, but with close or range attacks. So, what do you think about this last rare in the set?
So, I think I'm an herbal tea on this one. I think I'm an herbal tea.
I think I'm probably a 1 because I like that she has the option of which one of them to generate, but it's not like it's that big of a deal.
Not
so
good.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
I think if you're,
And then she has that like charge blades dual target thing again, which is kind of annoying.
I think if you're playing like a casual like game, like kick stuff, like absolutely necessary. Like you have the option to pick which one. Take their 4 clicks like deeper by giving them steal energy, which like the ranged one, just having steal energy with its range is good. It's like fun, thematic. It really feels like a lead.
Yeah.
But,
I think you're right, Matt, for like All-Star Squadron or Justice Society, that it's fun and thematic. I think if you're playing Amazon, you're probably just going with a Wonder Woman, though, as your like, leader, quote unquote.
Sure, I mean, but I don't know. Playing both.
No, yeah, you're right. It's cool.
Definitely not. I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think she's definitely a fun thematic piece. I agree with you, Matt, because like I think she's generating Amazon warriors, and she's like, the leader of the Amazons. Like she's so like if you're playing her casual, she's pretty cool. I don't think she's like amazing, but I would maybe put her at a 2 because she's fun. I think she's better than most of the captains. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't even say that. I think there are some good captains. Like I think Steve Trevor is probably my favorite captain also. But yeah, I don't know. I maybe give her like a 1.5.
Yeah, I think I'm at a 1 instead of a 2 because like in sealed, it's just frustrating because unless you pull a couple of those Amazons, like she's not doing something that's factored into her point cost, which I always don't like.
Another not great rare.
Yeah. If you pull that rare and sealed, you're not happy.
So one thing I've learned from going through all these pieces, like in detail, is the super rares and chases 100% like make this set.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for this set, and it's all because of the super rares and chases. I think.
I think the uncommons and rares are really good. Like especially the rares. Like there's some really good ones.
There are some really good ones, but
there are also
like,
some really, really bad ones too, though.
there are.
That's true.
I think I'm really low on like most of the captains, and
yeah, I am too. But I'm thinking like Teen Lantern, Zeus could easily be super rares. Like I'm just as happy if I pull those as I am a lot of the super rares.
And I was actually really surprised that Superman was not an uncommon. Like I feel like Superman should be at least an uncommon.
yeah, he is. That is a beefy Superman. He is a beefcake.
I kind of wish he was an uncommon, just so you'd see a little bit less of him in sealed, honestly.
Agreed.
Yeah, sealed tournaments might very well be 2 Supermans going off in the finals.
Yeah, like okay, so compare that Superman to the Superman Beyond from the Justice League Unlimited set with the 3 stop clicks at the end. That was also, I think he was also 175 points.
175, yeah.
He was 175, but he was a rare.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, would you like which one would you say is better?
Oh,
Like in sealed.
I want to say
I think the
175
one. Really? I just think
I
125
want to say
points.
that because I love a 300-point Superman. But
honestly, though, in sealed, it might be better to have no support because then they have no points to score anywhere.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Yeah, there's a very real chance that you like pull that Superman and like a sidekick. You just play the Superman at 275.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like that's the thing. I was thinking like I'm surprised that they didn't make that Superman a rare, but I guess he would have to be lower point cost in order to be justified as a rare. But I don't know. I mean, he's super good. So
yeah.
Also, I did just pull up the 175.1. That thing is serious.
Yeah, I love that piece.
I might play that one over the other one.
That's a lot going on.
The fact that he can heal off his stop clicks when he clears, it's so good.
Yeah, holy crap.
Quakes for 4.
Oh, wait, does that Quake? Is that still Quake for 4 even with the new rules? I think so. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the power says it explicitly.
It's good and sealed.
He has super strength.
Yeah, and protected outwit. He did. Other than
yeah, this new Superman sucks. Just kidding.
3 once per game phasing and remove a token, so it's just a good way to like get them killed. With the 8 main. Oh yeah, 13 attack on his first stop. That's crazy. Oh man. Anyway, prayers for Wonder Woman.
So, all right, guys. So, yeah, I just showed that Superman on the screen for everybody, just to, in case they want to do comparisons. But thank you, members of Team Secret Invasion, for doing this Wonder Woman 80th Anniversary DC HeroClix set review. We just finished the rares. We reviewed the commons, uncommons, and rares. Stay tuned because we are definitely very excited to review the super rares and chases. Like the three of you mentioned, the super rares and chases are awesome in this set and really look cool. We can't wait to review them. So stay tuned for that video as well. And don't forget, everybody, wake up and smell the clicks.